Hi, Stinkies! Sorry about that. I have been fighting so many fucking demons trying to get this stream to work. I promise you, wholeheartedly, this was supposed to start on the dot at 6:15. Unfortunately, as soon as I boot up OBS, I get a big error code. Hey, Stream Elements SE Live wants to update. Ha! Wouldn't you know? Install update. So I hit up, I just think, okay, fuck it, it'll do it in about 3 seconds. I hit install update. What does it do? Ba-doom. Error. Well, it says, okay, it says update's finished. Launch OBS. So I hit launch OBS. Doom. Plugin has errored. Please reinstall. So I reinstall it. Hit the finish button. Da-doom. Plugin failed. Please reinstall. Ah! Sorry, I usually don't tweak, but this was actually making me scream. I was fighting repetitively for so many minutes to get OBS working. I'm on my phone, I'm Googling it, I'm thinking, fuck my life, it's never gonna work. I'm here, it's okay, my head is pounding, I feel like I'm tweaking. If anybody clips that scream of me, I'm going to cry. I don't scream very often, but when I do, I sound like a dying horse. So that's gonna be, don't clip it, please. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and it's gonna be all over TikTok or something. I swear to God, you guys. We're off to a great start. I'm looking for servers, by the way, I promise. I am trying my best. I may have already clipped it. Oh God. I will put, if you have a clip of it, I will put it in the Vhive soundboard. I genuinely will, I don't care. I have no shame at this point. Listen, I don't crash out very often, but when I crash out hard. Gamers, you don't get it. You don't get it, gamers. I've been fighting. I've been fighting demons all week. I have, however, been working on a new video in the background, so at least you've got that to look forward to in the next couple of days. I've been tirelessly slaving away to, put this video. What happened? I was facing so many issues. My OBS broke. I couldn't get the stream started physically. It was crashing. So I had to give my PC a reboot, reinstall, uninstall, yada yada yada. By the way, you don't have to censor anything like fuck in the chat. It's, a recommended 13+ stream or like parental guidance, so like you don't have to censor anything. The only thing that's censored in the chat is anything that you shouldn't be saying. So stuff like slurs, anything sexual, all that stuff's censored, but other than that, feel free to swear. You won't get any kind of penalization. I mean, have you heard me? I'm British. What can I say? We swear like sailors over here. I'm terrible for it. By the way, I've seen a couple people ask about private servers. We're not doing private servers. I have a bit of an aversion to private servers after the last time we tried them. People were coming in, playing martial artists and stun-locking the killers, which kind of ruined it for me, and I realized as a server owner, I can't disable that. So I was like, oh shit, okay. So we just kind of play publics for now. We chill. We live the dream. We live, we laugh, we love, whatever else you could possibly say. But yeah, hello everyone. Oh hey, when did they add Brazils to Roblox's servers? I've never seen that before. That's a new one. There you go. Fact of the day, folks. Did I tell you guys about my incident with Uber last week? Did I tell you about my grocery incident? That's an interesting story. I said I have an aversion to private servers because I can't disable what do you call them? What do you call them? Words come to me, words. Dev killers and stuff, and I can't actually see what the dev killers are either, so it's like, because I don't have VIP and nor am I buying it. I don't want VIP. Where are these servers today? Where's Europe gone? Right, which one of you ate Europe? Fess up, come on. When am I going to play? Whenever I can find a server that's not going to be Singapore. Please, I don't want to play in Singapore. Paris, cool. Great, let's go. So I turn my joins on? Yep. So, my joins are on for everyone. You don't need to follow. You don't need to do any of that crap. I'm not here to make you guys do anything. My account, I don't need followers. I don't need friends. I don't need nothing. I'm just in my own bubble, chilling like I do. So, you're free to join. Oh, whoops. Ah, when did that become a thing? I hate that. Ew. Oh, is my mouse stuck like that now? No, 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 no. 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 How do I disable this? No. Get that off my screen! Nightbot should low-key, like, not. Nightbot is set up to do that every, like, 30 minutes, so it shouldn't really bother you too much. The only one that copy and pastes every 5 minutes is to do with the fact that, yeah, every 30 minutes or so, you'll get the same post. The only one that goes every 5 minutes is the one that posts my username, because people often don't bother to look at the pin for my username. So I just end up, like, getting it to repeat itself, so I don't have to repeat myself verbally. Saves me a job, really, so... what should we do? What should we do? Roblox didn't show you were in-game. I'm sorry. Sometimes Roblox bugs out, and I can't really do much about it. It's annoying. Yeah, I'm on a controller. As I said in a couple of my shout messages across different servers on Discord, including my own server. You can hear the stream sound. It's just really quiet right now. I turned it down. You can, like, you can. If you want me to crank it, let me know. I keep my music volume low, which is what you're probably hearing in the private servers. Not the private servers. Blah, in the stream. I keep the volume low because I know that, I've got autism, as you might know, and I have sensory issues, so I can get quite overwhelmed if the music's too loud. So, just for my own sake, I make sure to keep it quite low. I'll turn my own background music off, actually, so you just have the game's background music. Let me close that out. But yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, so the other day, I explained this on my Treppy stream, but I know not a lot of people attend the Treppy streams, so I will explain it again. But basically, I had an incident over, like, the weekend where, I ordered, I think it was on the Saturday, right? No. Maybe it was the Monday. I think it was the Monday. And what happened was I ordered Uber Eats, right, for, groceries. As you do, because as you might know, I'm physically disabled. I struggle to get out of the house, and it's a lot more convenient for me to go and order groceries on an app to my door because of my limited mobility. So I usually order, like, Uber Eats groceries. And what happened was, it was 5 o'clock when I ordered them. It said a guy was going to pick it up on a bike, which was like, no, he wasn't, because I'd ordered a bunch of, what do you call them? A bunch of bottles of juice that this guy would not have been able to carry on a bike. I ordered, like, a crate of, like, juice. And so this guy's going there with a bike. And I'm like, oh, blimey. And so it said he'd gone to pick up the stuff, and then he just stopped moving. So he'd, like, stopped moving on the map, and I'm like, oh, maybe he's, like, had to stop and get something. He did not move for multiple hours. It got to 9 o'clock, and Uber automatically cancelled my order and refunded me, because he did not move. He stole my pies! He stole my sodas and my pie, bro. He ran away with my juice. Who am I playing? I don't remember. I was taking thumbnails earlier. Okay, you know what, sure. The only thing I've seen in terms of drama is people being mad that they're not enforcing excommunication in the Forsaken thing. Which, like, I get that, because I wouldn't understand why they would enforce excommunication. They can't exactly dictate who your friends are. But, like, again, I don't really care for drama. I think a lot of it can be really petty. And please take everything on the internet you read with a grain of salt. I used to work in a Roblox hospital running the moderation team. It had about 300,000 players in the group, and we would see people create false Discord screenshots all the time to try and, like, cause drama and get people fired and shit. It was wild. But, you know, just as I say, take everything you see online with a pinch of salt. At the end of the day, you don't know what's what. And I don't, you know, I don't get involved with drama and shit like that because I never know what's true. I'm not an investigative journalist. You know? But yeah. Mango obby, no thank you. I've had enough of obbies after I played that, has anybody seen that Jolly Markiplier obby? That thing? That god-awful game. No thank you. You're in the server? Oh, yay. Oh, that's the actual one there, so that's a hallucination, right. I see. But you want to make a vid on I don't know who I'm going to do next in the Forsaken discussions. As I've kind of said in a couple of comments, I'm not going to, like, tell anybody what I'm planning next, because at the end of the day, it gives a bit of an element of surprise. I can confirm I will do all killers, though. That it is a given. I've said that since the first video. I'm going to protect you. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. But as I said, I don't plan on doing, like, just one killer. I'm going to do all of them, hopefully. And then I should, you know, be able to do that. Joyful Markiplier obby. Oh no, I played it, like, last year on my other account. Like, I played it on, like, one of my other accounts. I'm playing race car today. I'm back. Welcome back. Yeah, I played it ages ago. I think I played it with Eliza, so... I think what we'd actually done is... Honestly, to be fair, what we do is oftentimes as a friend group, we'll, like... Because we're all adults, we usually, like, all have a drink and play stupid shit. I actually have been doing that with Outlast Trials over, like, the weekends some weeks. It's been really funny with that, because there's an arm wrestling thing in the lobby, and that's been quite funny, because, yeah, arm wrestling is very, like, Dead by Daylight skill checks, but very hit or miss, so it's been quite funny. Hello! Saw your 1x video, I really liked it. I'm really glad that people are liking the 1x video, because most of the time, I find that people glaze 1x so heavily that, like, I was expecting my video to get a lot more, like, hate than what it got. So I'm glad that people are actually enjoying it, you know? Oh, right, I see. Controller flies my brain a little sometimes. Why are you for a second not the Divine Update? Unique region of violence. Are you talking about, Violence District? Ah, blimey. Using my face on my main and it worked. When I used it on the same face it couldn't detect. Hi! I'll protect- oh, thank you. I keep seeing people talk about this, like, Roblox, face scan thing. I've never had to do it. But I've been ID verified since I was, like, a teenager. So, like, realistically, I know that it's, it's likely to be a case of that's just set in stone because of my ID. But yeah, I have been ID verified since I was a teen, because I used to play a lot of Roblox bar games. They are quite fun to, like, hang out with people your own age. If you're in, like, the adult community of Roblox, like, you're often gonna find that, like... how do I back out of this? Oh, blimey.
No, not the whole time.
Oh, wait. Oh. Used to be the case since you used to be able to speed- Yes, I know they used to be able to speed stack. That wasn't necessarily what I was talking about, though. I wasn't talking about, speed stacking. I was talking about making it a baseline, but making it stronger as a baseline. I'm okay. I'm gonna swap out. I wasn't actually sure who I was playing because the last thing I was doing in the game was taking thumbnails, so I forgot to switch out afterwards. Uploading your ID to third parties is dangerous. This was in like 2020, oh, this was when I got my passport, which would have been like 2022, 2021. My opinion on cheese balls, I don't really like them. I'm sorry. 67. Why does everyone say 67? Get out of here! What's up, Nightbot? I swear to God, if I've seen a meme, and it was like a guy trying to riz Siri. If you do that with Nightbot, I'm gonna tweak. I'm a tweak, bro. Okay, right. This is an interesting like thing to get used to. With controller then. Oh wow, okay. You can tell I don't play controller very much. Bonk. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, right, let me see. I will scroll back up in a sec and make sure I get to reading all of your, like, messages, because, like, right now, I obviously haven't been able to do that with... Yeah. Sorry about that, I had to time that person out. I don't know what they were doing. I mean, like, how lonely you gotta be to spam on a stream? Oh, that was close. Writing a Treppy script, all good. It's all good. I'm not saying, like, it's something I'm expecting you to do. It's just a case of I had to tab out of the game to go and deal with it. So, like, that's why I'm explaining, because, you know, I had to stop moving. Honestly, I'm on controller, so keep in mind that I'm, like, obviously learning how to use these abilities a little bit different to how I usually would. Oh, what? I hit the other one. I forget they all have that. As you can probably see, I am not very good at controller right now, which is why that's the aim of the stream. But yeah, anyway, what were we saying before I was dealing with that? Let me scroll back up. Okay. Might not be the best Cool Kid ever. I can play Cool Kid decently if I'm on controller and mouse. But yeah, the face scan, I don't trust, like, face scans to, like, accurately, like, estimate your age. I am 20 years old, as we might know. I have a baby face. Most people think I'm 12. I'm 20! I was born in 2005. But yeah, no. See, everyone always says that I'm real old, but, like, am I really that old? Like, my mum's older than I am. She's like double my age. It's crazy. But yeah. Oh, what was the other... I had another story I was going to tell apart from the Uber Eats one. I was having a right issue. I'm talking about some back in my day. Back in my day, okay, right, this might be a niche memory. I think you guys might be too old to remember this, but does anybody remember those little hamsters? Those little robot hamsters you used to get as a kid? Did anybody have any of those Zuzu pets? Oh yay, hello, welcome to the Bumblebees. Honestly, a lot of people are always like, oh, I'm taller than my parents. I'm not. My mum is ever so slightly taller than me, and she brags about it. She was- if any of you were in my Discord server, you probably saw my mother bragging about how she's slightly taller than me. She was doing that in there the other week. She was calling me short. I'm like 5'10", my mum's like 5'11". What do I think of the Halloween event? Yeah, I like it. I like some of the skins are really nice. I was hoping that they'd maybe like have a separate game mode or something more than just collecting stuff, but that's, you know. You can't win them all. You could be taller than me. I am 5'10". I'm 5'10". That's like 174 centimeters or something like that. I don't know. Okay. Oh man, I love this. I don't know. Obviously that was the best. But yeah, you guys need to be realizing I'm not here to try hard on the game. I'm here to have a good laugh. I feel like that's something so many people come into my streams and they're like, oh my god, you're not tryharding! You're not tryharding! And I'm sat here and I'm like just playing the game and having a fun time. Like, I'm gonna make stupid plays because that's funny. I'm here to learn the buttons at the end of the day. He's a really interesting 1-4 controller. I'm curious to see how, like, Busakar would, like, work. Stop clip farming. Oh, nah. What was I gonna say? Ooh, yeah, you guys, did any of you guys see, in the Discord, I posted stream mod applications? Did anybody have a look through those? I'm happy to hear any feedback if anybody's got any feedback on, like, things I need to, you know, change in the thing. The application and stuff. Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of whipped it up in about an hour after stream one night. And I was like, oh, you know, I need, stream mods. Because, like, I haven't seen any of my other, like, mods show up very much. Timmy's always here. Timmy's lovely. Timmy's my hostage. I mean, what? But no. Yeah. I haven't seen really many of my mods show up. So I thought, you know what, let's release application, get some new ones in. So that's out in the Discord until the 1st of December, hopefully. But yeah, you know, if you aren't in the Discord, you can find the link in the description on both platforms. It should be there somewhere. But, I don't know the specifics on each platform. I think on the Steam, it's in the homepage somewhere. And on YouTube, it's obviously in the description. YouTube is my speciality. YouTube's where I started. Not very good with, like Twitch. I haven't learned too much about it, but I'm sure I could, work on it eventually. I do need to learn it. I just haven't got time. Tomorrow I'm not home. So that's gonna be fun. But I do know I'm gonna be out all day tomorrow. But I reckon I'll probably have, like, adequate time to, like, I might take my iPad with me and start working on scripts while I'm out. We're just going on, like, a little family trip. That's gonna be fun. My nans do- Does anybody else have, like, a family member that does that, like, night before obsessive, like, organizing? Because my nan's been at it all day. She's put my wheelchair in the kitchen. Like, She's like stacked all my stuff up ready to go. My medications are out on the worktop. Her medications are out on the worktop. It's crazy. And I'm just sat there like, what? What? I've been working on my content. And my nana's like, yeah, your wheelchair's in the kitchen ready to go. You know, stuff like that. She's literally got my wheelchair at the like back door, ready to go. As soon as we wake up tomorrow. And I'm like, bruh. But yeah. Plushies are beckoning for attention? They're fine. I have two, you might have seen like two little octopuses in the photo I sent. I've actually hung those on my microphone. I was looking for a place to hang them and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna stick them on the mic. Because as you might know, I have a tendency to get too close to the microphone. Ugh, sorry, my throat. I got too close to the microphone sometimes and you'll hear me like pop it, so I've been trying to teach myself to get away from it. So I've created distance with hanging octopus plushies. Hey, look, okay, I have an ADHD brain. I have to do what I have to do. Oh, nice. Look at that ping, guys. I think that's the lowest I've ever seen it. They must have, like, increased the, server powers or something. To do with, like, the servers in the game on Roblox, because I used to get about 30 MS. Now I get, like, 16, clearly. And this isn't even my server, this is a country over. This is Paris. So, I dread to think what I get in my server. To check ping, you want to go to settings, and then you're going to go and hit, you're going to go and hit, performance stats, that's the one. Sorry, my brain's, like, fried. You can tell I've, had to take extra painkillers today, because that's when my brain kind of becomes mush. But yeah, hello! Welcome to Crazy Town. Why do you yap so much? Because I get bored. I have ADHD, and I like to talk, and I like to be friendly. Is it still the 5th section? What do you mean? It's just in settings. It's just down the way in settings. I don't really know how to describe it more than that. You just kind of scroll. No, it's literally just go to menu, over to settings, and just go down. Performance stats, there you go. Oh. It's the cheese balls! It's Tiger Cheese Balls, my goat. Bop. Hey, Dusakar isn't so bad on controller, actually, I've got to say. ADHD. True. That is my life, to be fair. How do we get it Forsaken? Step 1 sweat, step 2 sweat, and step 3 sweat. I mean, honestly, Forsaken, a lot of it is to do with the fact that people don't, what's the word? People don't, often exercise common sense when playing the game, and I find that to be a massive problem. Especially, obviously, with, just, honestly, certain people just don't like to, you know, do things correctly. I don't know how to explain it. I have a whole, like, thing. I have been meaning to work on a Forsaken Beginners thing. But I just haven't had the opportunity as of yet because of the fact that... okay. Yeah, I have a whole list of, like, things that people do, like, really wrong in the first start. Stuff like stamina, stuff like, pathing. Talking about hazards and stuff like that. I haven't really gotten too much in terms of that sort of stuff. I need to work more on it. I've been meaning to do it, so if you guys have anything that, like, you think is, like, a must-have for, like, a Forsaken Beginner's Guide, I'm kind of keeping it general, though. Like, as I said, I want to just make a... The previous guides I did are outdated, which is why I want to do a branching sort of guide as opposed to like a straight up recreation. Something more along the lines of the beginner's guide where I just kind of covered general stuff. I don't want to go into detail with characters because, again, the game is an alpha. They're probably going to tweak it 500 times before, like, you know, the video actually even comes out. They always change the balancing every update. So until it leaves the alpha state and it becomes more consistent, I don't want to talk with specific, like, characters. So I'm kind of just doing generalization stuff for now. Common mistakes, that sort of stuff. There you go, twin. Who's down here? You. Stamina or looping, that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, stamina, looping. I'm also planning to cover a lot more than just those two, though. There's, like, quite a bit I can actually talk about. But yeah, not even just juking, there's all sorts of different pieces. Actually, let me get my iPad out and I'll read you a little bit of it. I don't want to give away too much, though, because I know that, like, there's someone out there that's, like, dying to copy me, probably. Okay, so it's a lot to do with the 4 main points I've got written here are stamina management, pathing, map knowledge, and observation. There is actually another thing I want to put down on here real quick. Where's my pen gone? Hold on, one sec. Bear with me. I've managed to lose my marker. Okay, but yeah, there's a lot of information in this so far. It's decently, like, bulked out, and we're going on a family trip tomorrow for my brother. So I plan to probably add further on it tomorrow, because we're going to a little, like, theme park kind of place. So I'm hoping that we'll get the opportunity to, you know, I'll probably be sat at lunch writing little notes as I eat my sandwiches. But that's what I do a lot of the time. I will, I'll just take notes when I'm out and about. On the off chance I am out. I don't really go out too much these days, obviously with my health not being great. Especially with it being winter as well. I don't know if anybody else has got, like, a chronic illness, but colds and sicknesses are so prevalent when it's winter that you actually get, really, like, ill really quickly. And I have to kind of be, like, careful. The new character, Pumpkin. This is the Halloween one. This is from Halloween, this skin. I have to be really careful when I go out, because if I get a cold, I'm gonna be, like, sick for a week. Oh, whoops, wrong way. Overall issue of the killers being far too feast or famine. I think, it's not even just a case of, like, that. I think that the game is incredibly imbalanced with the sense that stamina is such a heavy reliance, and in comparison, I think the abilities are just far too weak. What did I do? But yeah, I find that no matter whether or not you're, like, adequately managing, like, your abilities, if you're, oh, that's just a not nice thing now. Controller is such an annoying thing. But yeah, no, abilities in general within the game are just, like, not strong enough. Because if you mess up your stamina, you mess up your pathing, you're dead as can be. There is no ability that is going to make or break your, like, life. And that's, yeah. That's what I mean. It's exactly what I mean when I say abilities are far too weak and stamina's far too strong. Because the second that you you know, you try and use your abilities, you're gonna find yourself in a situation in which you, like, can't, like, the second you use your abilities, you're putting yourself at risk. Oh, say thank you, I saved you. Oh, thank you, thank you. But yeah, the second you use your abilities, you're putting yourself at risk, you're messing with your pathing, and ultimately, you're just gonna die. So many ways to conserve stamina. Exactly, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The game is so reliant on stamina that your abilities, unless they are literally stamina orientated, they are not gonna do enough for you. I think that, you know, they just need to crank everything up. When's the next video? I kind of said earlier, but I'm working on the next Forsaken discussions. I've done the voiceover aspect of it. It is with my audio person at the moment. Once they have, you know, set it up and finished the audio, I will start working on the visuals and the subtitles. So that's fun. So that shouldn't take me too long. I'm not home tomorrow, as I say, I'm on a trip. Sunday, rather, I should be home, so I probably will do it then if my audio person is done with the footage of, like, the audio. But yeah, as I say, I am working on it, I promise. I do have a script. I'm sure a couple other people that I've been working with to, like, proofread and stuff will confirm. I've been working on this all week. Forsaken Discussions is coming along nicely. I have a big document full of everything. My favorite character are probably Gas, knowing you. I think with Sixer, I think it's a little bit different. I think Sixer's a little bit more performative. You can get a couple more. 1X is definitely weaker than Sixer. Sixer definitely has the snowballing on their side. But on the off chance that you, like, do make mistakes, you're not as punished as 1X, especially, like... Look at that long wind-up, for example. That you can just juke your way out of. How many stories you got left? Oh, I have stories for days. I'm old. It's like my whole thing. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I did run through it in the Trappy stream the other day, but I've actually got a huge list of things I'm working to do for the channel in the next couple of, like, weeks. So you can certainly look forward to, like, seeing a lot more stuff on the channel. I know it's definitely an aim for me to do, a lot more in terms of... all sorts of bits and stuff. 15 year play game, I still don't know what snowballing is. Basically snowballing is quick succession downing and killing. The original, like, source I know it from is obviously Dead by Daylight, but it pretty much applies to all asymmetricals. It's the act of being able to kill multiple people in a short period. So, typically, for example, think of it like a Myers with, like, infinite tombstone, if you know Dead by Daylight. If you don't, then just think of it like being able to hit multiple people at once. Sorry for asking 50 million questions. You just provide a different perspective than half the Forsaken YouTubers out there. That's entirely what I aim to do. I aim to provide honesty. I'm not someone that cares to, like, stick with the mass. Or, you know, oh, well, everyone else thinks this, so I have to think this as well. No. I don't give a fuck. I will just say what I think. If my opinion isn't liked, I mean, you're more than welcome to argue it with me. But as I say, it's all about opening the discussion that, no, 1X isn't weak. You are just playing against, weak players. You're literally noob stomping. 1X is incredibly weak, honestly. I mean, look at how this lobby is currently going. Yeah, no, 1X is definitely weak, and I'm actually really surprised when people say, oh, you know, he's not, like... But yeah, as I say, the video that I posted is entirely based in fact. So for when people, you know, try and come at me for saying that, yeah, he's not as good as everyone makes him out to be, they can just go and pull up the fact that I have, you know, quite frankly provided, like, adequate facts. And I've gone into detail and explained my side of things, how I perceive this as this, and so on and so forth. Honestly, in terms of strength, I don't want to give away too much about what I'm gonna, like, cover in the videos, because if I just tell you now, then there's no surprise element to it, is there? But I will say that, I think Jason is underrated. I think people are really unable to use Jason's abilities effectively, and that is where they fall. I think that's a huge thing. People underestimate Jason so heavily. I think that people always complain about the mobility aspect, when in reality, you have to take into account that Jason doesn't need too much mobility when he has the ability to, you know, restore stamina and have basically a second stamina bar, so. Yeah, but at the end of the day, blimey. That's Rejuve. Right, okay. Just come down to being bullied by competent lobbies. That is a fair point, but I think if you know what you're doing and you watch, you know, the animations and behaviors of, like, survivors, I think you usually can clock on pretty well. Yeah. I only use Slash and Jason Raging Pace at low stamina, but I don't remember if it's from your video or another person's. I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't remember too much. As I say, the original guide videos I posted, those were posted in December. It's been a long time. Hello! Every killer gets bullied by legitimately good teams. That is a fair point. The game is inherently survivor-sided, because if it isn't survivor-sided, people complain. They intentionally make every asymmetrical game survivor-sided in a sense, because, you know, that's massive players. But no, what you will find, especially, is, people fall far too much for the Sentinel rage bait, as I call it. The Sentinel rage bait is such an incredibly, real thing, and so many people fall for it as Jason, and I think that is entirely why a lot of people, you know, fall short. I find that people will talk about how, Jason is, you know, oh, well, you know, every time I switch targets, I lose so much distance. I don't have the mobility. Stick it out! Stop switching! Stick it out! Commit! Commit to the bit! Commit! Commit to it, please! If I have ADHD and I can commit to the damn chase, you can do it just fine, twin. Get over it. But yeah, that's where people fall, like, so incredibly. People, hello. People often, like, forget that, like, the entire purpose of Sentinels is, like, to rage bait. Like, you're falling for it, twin. What am I doing wrong here? Hold on. Bear with. Let me think. Why did my brain just, like, absolutely strike out for a sec there? Bear with me, as I say. But yeah, no, pathing is a much more important thing than you'll ever find abilities to be on a survivor side. But yeah, bear with my very slow generators today. Is getting over it sponsoring you? I don't know who is getting over it. I'm not getting over it. Survivability is also overrated. I think that, not necessarily overrated, but I think that survivor abilities are weak. Like, I think Guest isn't good for the team. I don't think Guest counts as a sentinel. I think Guest is more survivalist. Because like the only thing he's gonna do with like that like parry punch is just stun for himself. I don't think there's many characters that are very good for teamwork in general though in terms of stunning. I think most people are fundamentally flawed. Why is my character making noise? Survivor abilities, I mean, sure, they're, like, don't get me wrong, they work in a group. But, like, fundamentally they are still weak. Because... as I kind of say, if you look at it on a 1v1 basis in the game, stamina is going to be more impactful than abilities ever are. I think that the game is just way too balanced on 1v1. I think that the teamwork aspect is way too strong. I think they need to do something in regards to the teamwork aspect. It's like, does anybody remember the times before, like, they added the whole each person playing this character makes the stuns slightly slower? Does anybody remember that? Because, like, Jesus Christ. Before they did that, it was insane. I'm back. Welcome back, Jasper. Guest sucks. He doesn't. Everyone who plays him just sucks, because... yeah, no, everyone that plays, like, Guest is, like... especially on the internet, everyone's like, oh, Guest is the best, Guest is the best. Like, I feel like it's a mixed bag. Guest is not that good. Guest is overglazed. I'm sorry. Guest is so overglazed. Like, sure, he's, like, stuns and shit, but, like... I think that, like, Shedlatsky is a pretty strong one, that is true. Just relative to other Sentinels. Exactly. I don't think Guest counts as a Sentinel. I think Guest is very much more of a survivalist. I'm, like... bro is only out there for himself. He nullifies damage for himself and himself only. Like, he's not doing much for other people at all. I mean, honestly, I don't think there's, like, too much thought out with, like, Sentinels as a whole. I think they could be doing so much more and they just don't. But hey, I'm not a developer at the end of the day. I don't, like... I'm not a professional. I'm just, like, someone that plays a lot of games. Does that make me certifiably jobless? Oh, goodness. I mean, Guest can tank for others. But, like, how often do you actually see that happening? And often people don't do it correctly, I find as well. Are they coming down this way or are they going back up? But yeah, I think that, like, play other games. I do play other games, yes. I play Trepidation, which is another asymmetrical on Roblox. I play Dead by Daylight quite a bit. I play, I used to play Texas Chainsaw Massacre before they killed it. Rest in peace, Texas Chainsaw. Friday the 13th I used to play as well. I just honestly love a good asymmetrical. But I play a lot of, like, other games outside of horror as well. Horror isn't the only thing I do. I feel like people think I only ever do horror. I don't. I've done quite a lot of like mystery games and all sorts of stuff. It's just a lot of people don't show up to anything other than Forsaken, so. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Friday the 13th is gone? Yeah, Friday the 13th has been gone for years now. I think they officially killed it like 2023, but it's been gone for a long time. Why is it gone? Because the licensing ran out, if I remember correctly. They didn't want to pay for the licensing anymore, so they shut it down, and they shut the servers with it. So now it's like... It used to be a case of people would host, like, the Jason would host, but now it's like... just a case of, like... it's just not open unless you like modding it. But yeah, I used to be able to, like, play that decently. Where are we? One X, the killer they say is OP, and I'm over here. Watching them struggle. But yeah, no, Jason, Slasher is still called Jason. The only thing they changed was his appearance because of, like, the risk of DMCAs, because, the company that owns the licensing to Jason, officially, from Friday the 13th, are quite strict on, their licensing. I think they DMCA'd a whole mod that recreated the old game with new assets. So, it's like... yeah, it's a case of, like, copyright. Slate skin is definitely something I'm not too sure on. I feel like slate skin has its opportunities. It's a bit... especially, like, with the same way that, like, you would see a guest use their block to kind of rage bait people. Slate skin is also a bit of a rage bait in that sense. But it's like, again, it's just like, meh. There is, like, use cases, don't get me wrong, but, like, I'm not partial to it. Bodyguard, I'm okay, guys. I'm okay, I can take care of myself. It wants to be this way. I see. Bop. I'm so slow on these gens, but I'm committed to learning controller today. So I just have to be slow. The ultimate- I'm not the ultimate rage baiter. I'm not that bad. Blimey. Am I that bad? Ouch. Rage baiter is crazy. Crazy work, bro. Dusaka needs more self-sustainability, yeah, no. I think- I'm not sure what I would do with Dusaka's kit, to be honest, but I feel like, it'd definitely be an interesting thing to maybe have them, for every time they, like, protect a survivor, they get, like, a little bit of, like, health regen or something. You know, to kind of reward them and give them that incentive to actually, like, use their abilities properly.
No, not the whole time, you nitwit.
May as well just already put that on cooldown as it is. That person's dead. Pop that out like that. Maybe that's... Yeah, I don't know, honestly. It's something I'd have to definitely sit and, like, think about with, obviously, like, working through all the... Sorry, ignore the ambulance past my house, and then that's all I can hear. But I feel like, it requires some sort of, like, consideration. I don't come up with these, like, videos in 5 minutes. I spend quite a lot of time, like, actually, like, taking into account the ups and downs of everything. Playtesting certain points of mine, you know. These, like, discussion videos don't just come out of nowhere. I do sit and actually do, like, my fair research, and I do all sorts of different bits on it. That's why they take, like, a couple days. Because obviously I have to work on it and script it. I usually communicate with a bunch of other people that I know have experience in certain characters. So, yeah. You know, it's a case of that. I have my final class for the day. Okay, and go and enjoy that. Bye-bye. I will see you later. I'll probably be here later on if you want to swing back by. I'm not sure. I think, I'm not sure about Overheal with, like, Dusakar and such. It's something that you'd have to sit and, like, think about. I wasn't planning on doing any Forsaken discussion stuff on, like, Survivors, because just, like... I'm already, like, starting fires as it is with the way people are reacting to some of the things I said. People were so mad in the comment section. I was actually, like, kind of scared. I was like... It was kind of scary. How do you hate science?
No, not the whole
How can you...
time,
You can't say that in front of me. I went to college for forensic science.
Not the whole time, you nitwit.
That's just not nice. Oh, this 2 times also kind of like low-key nearly dead. Oh, don't block yourself in. Oh. No, I get it. I do get it because I did forensic science at college. Like, I can't take the hate. I'm not letting you hate on my beloved sciences. Well, you can hate on physics. I fucking hate physics. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay. Shadletsky just got turned to mush. Ah. Oh yes, 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 please! Break that line of sight.
No, not the whole time, you nitwit.
Oh. Yeah, I never hated on Guest 1337. I just said that they're really overrated. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they are so overrated. But yeah, no, easily the most overrated. Absolutely, honestly, it's so silly. That was hardly a jump scare, Jasper. Let's be real. Let's be real for a second. That was no jump scare. You hate bees. I don't hate bees! My entire branding is bees. What do you think the boppers on my head are for? For comedy? For comedic purposes? No. Lies. Defamation of character. It's time to become a race car, guys. I'm gonna race around. Killer can still be bad while also being unpleasant to play against. That's very true. They can just be agitatingly weak. The only reason I play against is due to the Jake skin. Fair enough. New players flock because you can get carried without being good at stamina management. Honestly, I think that, like, so many people have this misconception that, like, Guest is, like, super OP. No. British or Australian? I'm British. I'm Northern English. Although I have a bit of a twang, apparently. I don't know, I have a bit of a mixed bag when it comes to my accent. This is a very toned down version of my accent, but you'll notice I kind of have a bit of a mixture. I have some, like, Scottish slang in my, like, vocabulary, and then I have some, like, Northern English slang. It's because I grew up with, like, one parent of each, so, like, I have, like, a couple bits of Scottish in my slang, but, like, I am Northern English. Does anybody have that thing where it's, like, daydreaming, but, like, it's an actual, like, dream when you're daydreaming? Because I had one last night that was really weird. Well, it wasn't last night, it was this morning. I was half asleep. And I did that, like, thing where you kind of daydream while you're still, like, half asleep. And it was the weirdest thing. Because they're, like, I can't control them. They're just, like, random scenarios that, like, my brain makes up. And this one, particularly, I was in some kind of, like, interview room. And there was a guy asking for a translator because he couldn't understand my accent. Because my English accent's too thick. And it was really, really weird and really funny dream. I was like, what? I was like, what do you mean? My English is fairly clear. But yeah, I don't dream on a night. Like, I don't dream in my sleep, but I daydream while I'm awake in a sort of, like, locked in kind of state. It's very weird. That's what I spend most of my mornings doing. It's just dreaming away. Are they lagging? Or am I tweaking? See what I mean when I said in the video that, like, people hit with entanglement are not gonna get mass infection as well? That's a prime example right there. You've just seen that firsthand. I know some people in the comments were like, oh my god, I always get people with mass infection and entanglement at the same time. I very rarely pull it off. And it's only when it's against noobs. It's a very noob stomping combo. Aye! That's not nice! That's not nice! Play some 1x? I'm on controller. I can't play 1x on controller. It's really incredibly quite difficult. I said that you noob. That's nothing new from you, Jasper. It's time to get a job, buddy. How do you not hit entanglements and mass infections? It's so easy. I get out really quickly. I don't know about you. Like, it's really easy to get away with it. Without, you know, because the wind-up for mass infection is so long that oftentimes I'll break out. It's only newer players that you tend to hit with that. Like, more, familiar players won't really fall for it. Ow! What? Controller having the spam mechanic? I mean, yes, I'm on controller at the moment, but I can do it on PC just fine. There is a couple of clips in the video of me doing it. You'll notice there was a lot of background footage in that video because I made it intentional to kind of showcase all the stuff I was talking about, because I know people would be like,
this isn't real. You can't do this. Yeah!
So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put a video in the back. Yeah, try me. Needless to say, I got some very, very angry comments. Not that voice. It was an awful combination between my kind of...
Actually, according to my calculations...
And I don't know what else. It does depend on the skill of the person you hit with the ability, entirely. You guys are so silly. For you, what defines a character as survivalist, sentinel, or support? For me, it's a little bit different than most people because I find that it's a case of how well they excel in each thing. So it's more, what can I say? I see it on more of like a 1 out of 5 scale for each. So say, for example, we have like, I don't know, we have Elliot. So Elliot would maybe have like a 2 in Survivalist because they have one move that makes them a little bit faster. So a little bit of survivalism. Nothing to do with Sentinel, and probably like a 4 or 5 in support because they have like a move that does adequately aid the team. So I kind of see it like that. I kind of do it in like rankings out of 5. It's similar to the way that I do it in terms of ranking with, you'll notice like the video with 1x, I did quite a lot of like, you know, this is the fun ranking I have, this is the ranking for like how functional they actually are, stuff like that. Everything in my mind is a bit ranked. And I think that's how you kind of have to obviously like you gotta take into account that I'm very autistic, I like my numbers. I like to like have black and white with things. I don't like having like gray areas. I like things to be like plain and clear. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't have any money. I'm poor. I'm broke, gamers. I'm broke. I'm broke. Do you know, unironically, I find it really funny that like people think that I'm like, if you think about it, I'm one of the, like the least problematic people. My mother is in my Discord server. So like you can almost guarantee I am not gonna like be doing anything crazy. My mum is watching me. Not that she cares, to be fair. My mum's chill as hell. I'm sure any of you that have like communicated with her will have noticed. I'll get the expose video. No! 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 Please. Wait, where's my ukulele? Hang on, I got this, gamers. Don't even worry about it. Hold on. I got it. I'm sorry for not having any money. I'm really sorry for not having any money. Please forgive me. Please. That's going over there now. Yes, I have a random fucking ukulele. It was on sale in Flying Tiger for like 10 bucks. We need Musician V. You're gonna have to go back a few years then. I haven't made music in a long time. A real fucking ukulele is crazy work. Timmy, did you not know I have this? I have a fucking propeller hat and like a ukulele. Just in my bedroom, bro. Where bunnies? I don't know, you'll have to ask my mum. I don't know where they are right now. Still your bodyguard. Oh, thank you. Not a great way to behave. But, thank you. Timmy, did you not know? I have a propeller hat as well. Bunny corner? Oh, I'll go and get the bunnies in a minute. They're not actually here. But, maybe one day I'll do a stream where I just bring the bunnies in. Maybe one day I'll convince my mama to let me have them at my house. You will be humbled. I was expecting a photo in a future timeline. Did you seriously not know I had a ukulele? That's funny. I have a ukulele. But yeah, no, I used to actually be, like, into playing music and stuff, but I haven't done it for years now. It's been a long time since I last played music, because obviously my health deteriorated. I still have my drum kit in my garage. I used to be a, like, percussionist, I used to be a drummer. But it's been a long time since I've been able to do it because of my health. Mod you. Yeah, so, fun story. I actually have applications out for stream mods at the minute, so you should go and apply in the Discord server. They are in the announcements channel. you should totally go and apply if you want to, you know, get involved with the channel a little bit more. They're open to anybody, you don't have to necessarily have any kind of requirement. As long as you kind of have, you know, a YouTube channel that you can actually have the mod role on, you'll be fine. But the applications are open, they're in the announcements. Apply, yeah, go for it, apply. Everyone's welcome, like, I don't have any specifics for it that I'm, like, looking for. I just want somebody that's, you know, actually gonna, like, help me out, because I've been struggling a little bit recently. Do I think the application will be accepted? I haven't actually had the chance to read them yet. So, you know, I'll definitely look through them. But, as I say, I haven't had the opportunity yet to quite read through them all. I noticed there was a couple of, like, applications in. I noticed there's about 4 so far. But I haven't actually, you know, been able to look into the specifics of it. I'm on sick pay moderating right now. I got Timmy working a 9 to 5 while he can't work his 9 to 5. He's so done. In terms of, like, the stream mod stuff, I probably would enforce some level of requirement. It wouldn't be too much, it'd just be like, you know, being able to show your face more than a couple of times a week, or a month, like, you know, pop into, like, every, maybe 3rd stream or something, and I'm good with it, like, especially if you're, like, in a funky time zone as well. I understand that, like, that's a real thing that people, like, experience. Because everyone's always mad at me for not streaming at, like, midnight. This Dusaka's gotta go! Oh, nice. That wasn't the person I was aiming for. Is it okay if you don't have a Twitch? Yeah, that's the entire, like, thing. Like, you can do one or the other, or you can do both. It's entirely, like... That's why there's a question that asks what you prefer. Oh, a bit low. Twitch loves banning people. Twitch, I'm surprised I haven't had any penalization from Twitch, because I can be quite the nuisance. But yeah, no, as I say, the applications are literally open to anybody. You're welcome to literally join the Discord right now and go and apply. I don't care if you've been around for 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. Because at the end of the day, if people apply and they're like, oh, you know, I'm gonna abuse. Like, what are you gonna do in my stream chat? What are you gonna do, bro? You can't access anything. It's restricted. Okay, if you just show up to Fridays? Absolutely, I understand, most people, like, only care for certain bits of content. Pull up Twitch. It's okay, nobody's on the Twitch side for right now for as far as I know. I'm keeping an eye on it, don't worry. I do need to get a little, plugin thingamabobber that does the Twitch chat as well. I just haven't got round to it, because I'm lazy. Life is busy, life is busy. Yeah, hi, what's up? Bonk. Mods get paid? No, there is no payment for mod. It's entirely a voluntary position. I was talking about penalization. As in, like, you can't, like, mess up anything on my channel. You can't access it very much as a stream mod, but you can deal with, like, situations and just keep an eye out. Help me out, you know? Because I know a lot of people find it unpleasant when they're watching my streams and all of a sudden I have to go and tab out to deal with a mod issue because people are naughty. I was gonna say something a lot worse there, but, like, I need to be nice. I get paid, yes, I think. You get paid in, like... I don't even know what you get paid in, Timmy. Set Timmy free. Nah, I don't want to. You can stay in that basement. What's he gonna do? Escape? Timmy and I are equals in the sense that neither of us can get up a flight of stairs right now. Limiting my oxygen supply? Nah, my disease does that enough already, bro. No more legs! I mean, you can take them, they don't do much for me, I'm gonna be real. No brain, I don't have one of those. You keep saying things I don't have. Legs don't work very well. Brain, don't have one. What are you expecting? Taking my Roblox account, good luck. Boing, 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 boing. Which channel is announcements? It should be called Honeypot, but you can always refer to directory. There's a channel called #directory that will always tell you every single thing and what they're for. So don't worry about it. I make sure to have that there because people are always like, oh my god, which channel's this? Which channel's that? So like I have a very like clear list of everything in detail. Because I'm a nerd. The last time I went outside, probably in the 1900s. Alright, let's go and try and get some bumper gameplay. I'm sure I can pull this off. Haha! Oh, milestone 1, nice. But yeah, the application is in the announcement channel in there. Other than that, what do I have to say? If the stream moderation applications go well, I might also open Discord moderator applications. I'm not too sure about, the specifics on that yet. Because I know it would definitely be a trial phase for that one because I'm not giving, like, anybody that applies, like, permission to, like, access all the different bits of the Discord. I need to lock down some stuff, I need to make sure that I keep everything kind of organized, and I need to make sure that permissions are correct so that people can't just, you know, bonk everyone. But yeah, most of my mod team isn't really active, so it's a lot of just friends at the moment, so I'm gonna do a bit of a purge there in the Discord, I think, in the near future, and open some applications for new people. I also need to work on my event team. Like, I'm gonna be real, my event team haven't been on. Like, I opened applications for them in the hopes that there would be, like, more frequent game nights, and I just, like, we've had, like, 2. Basement reveal video, hell yeah! Basement tour! Hi, gamers. How to find ID? It should be explained in the top bar. Okay, let's, get that out of here. I don't know why that isn't on the sensor, that is a slur. I'm gonna actually go and fix that in a sec. Bad what? You leave my poster alone. Was the American? The American server laggy? It was decently, yes. What is this spam?
No, not the whole time, you dimwit.
Let me deal with that real quick. You guys need to learn to behave today. Jesus Christ. In the span of 5 seconds, we've got spam and we've got slurs. What is this? Behave yourselves. Spam is repeating something more than like 3 times in my eyes. Oh, there's new people in the Discord. While I'm dead, let's go and say hi. Look for... And there's another person as well. There we go. Lovely. So, oh yeah, somebody dropped a slur in the chat. I need to actually go and make sure that that is on the Nightbot list, because Nightbot didn't catch that. I don't know what Nightbot's playing at. I'm a bonk Nightbot into 2027 the way it's behaving right now. You are supposed to be enabled, you naughty, naughty, naughty piece of work, Nightbot. Yeah, I don't fuck with slurs. Like, seriously, if you're gonna discriminate against people, then you don't have a place in my community. My community's for everyone. You should not be doing shit like that. My list for banned words is huge. The community is for everyone. Yes, as in, my community is for everybody, regardless of who you are. At the end of the day, like, realistically, you shouldn't be on YouTube if you're under 16 anyway, because it's an age-restricted platform. So, like, that's the whole thing. YouTube is 16 plus as far as I'm aware. That's why they have YouTube Kids for anybody under, like, 16. They say that, like, 13 plus with parental permission is technically allowed on YouTube, but that's, country to country bylaws. It depends. Especially with, like, obviously the fact of, like, the UK's, like, safety laws being quite strict. It's definitely 16 here. Do you need a Twitch account? No, you can only, you can apply for only YouTube, you can apply for only Twitch, you can apply for both, or, you know, whatever you want, really. That's why I asked that question in the form. What does that even mean? I don't think that, what kind of, no matter who you are, well, obviously there is rules in place for, you know, like, certain things. You gotta be nice to people, you know. If you show up to my stream and you're saying something horrible, then obviously you're not welcome. But, like, in terms of, you know, we don't discriminate here, because we genuinely just don't. That's like a big no-no for me. I grew up autistic, okay? I grew up on the autism spectrum. I grew up as a trans person. I've faced my fair share of discrimination, and I don't want anyone else to ever go through that. So that's the entire purpose of, I want my community to be inclusive for everyone, because I've felt the pain of having people be horrible. I grew up in the 2010s when it wasn't exactly the best. I grew up when they still very much had the mindset that autism was only for, specifically just like, a very specific niche group of people. When I was younger, they would say that autism was only for people who, it was only for, like, men, for young boys. Autism was a young boy problem. Nobody else would have ever been thought to have it. And I was there. Autistic the entire time. autistic and non-binary. And, you know, I've been here the entire time. Special needs schools exist. I didn't even go to a special ed school. I was in mainstream schooling. I was in mainstream for college as well. I did it just fine, but I needed accommodations and they wouldn't do it because they said that I wasn't autistic enough. Or I was attention seeking. So, you know. I'm back. Welcome back. Stepdad has autism. My mum does. My mum is also all ADHD. It runs in my family, but like, we're not ashamed of who we are because at the end of the day, it's just another part of me. Sure, it causes me like a lot of like issues, but at the same time, I don't think I'd be the same person without it because it's just given me so many unique experiences and learning opportunities that I just don't think I'd have fun. Is this server laggy? No, the server's fairly decent for me. But yeah, you know, I've always said, like, I will always, you know, I'll let people in, regardless of who you are, as a person. As long as you're not being horrible, you're always welcome. Like, if you want to be openly autistic and talk about your special interests, go for it. Like, I've always said there's never going to be any discrimination against any kind of groups. No minorities are going to be excluded in my community. Because if you dare to pull some shit like that, you will be sent to the fucking back rooms. That's one thing I do not let slide. I will not stand for shit like that. People who discriminate are bark and no bite. That is absolutely true. Most of the time, unfortunately. Sometimes there have been instances in which people have unfortunately been rather bite. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna start the hop, because, yeah. Let's pop on over and find a new server. Don't mind talking about my autism. I don't either. I don't think it's necessarily something to be ashamed of. I've always been very open about my struggles because I think it's important to, you know, set an example for other people that you don't have to hide who you are. Because at the end of the day, you will find people that like you for you. You will be able to build a community and have friends that are similar to you. If it's something you find to, you know, interest you, you can go actually to some like local charity and you can do like social groups specifically for autistic people. I know those exist. They have autism social groups, they have ADHD social groups, they have ones for both as well because oftentimes you're going to have both rather than just having one or the other. It's actually really common. How do you know you have autism? Assessments. I went through an autism assessment when I was 16. And that was how I knew, but we knew for years beforehand. Nobody would allow me to kind of seek that diagnosis. I had a lot of pushback from a lot of like medical professionals because they thought that I was just attention seeking. So I did struggle there quite a bit, but I did get an assessment eventually, and that's okay. You know, but there's no shame in it. Why would I be ashamed to be who I am? But yeah, it is genetic. It definitely has a genetic, like, component to it. But yeah, no. It's not, like, something to, like, hide. If anything, I'm proud that I can get so into things. Whereas other people don't have the level of fixation that I do. I get so hooked on things. 24 in line, I don't think that's possible. I only have 16 people here. I don't think it's possible to be in 30 in line. That's no way. What? No, Roblox is bugging out. Definitely. Am I available after live? I do need to go to sleep today, fairly early, because I'm going to bed tomorrow, but I might be for a little bit. 30 minutes position 1 and hour 30. I don't think it's actually position 30. I think that's Roblox doing that thing again. Yeah, see, a lot of people are shuffling down it quite quickly. It's that Roblox bug again that's doing it. The one that, like, inflates your queue thing incredibly. So please be aware that's a Roblox thing. It's not... It's not something that, like, is actually like that. Everyone knows who I am. Okay, Jasper. What kind of ego you got, bro? No ego. Yeah, okay.
Consider this a warning to you all.
If you meant in the stream, hey, you know what, Steam engines? I don't got the train type of autism, but like, they seem cool. Have to leave. No worries, thanks for showing up. I don't friend people on Roblox because I try to keep my friend list to, you know, people I know, friends that I have, because Roblox has a limit. And I feel like it's really unfair to add certain people and then be like, oh, sorry, I've already added this person, I can't add you as well. That's just nasty. I'd rather not do it. That's why I always say, like, join the Discord server, or, like, add me on Discord, because Discord doesn't have a friend limit, and, like, you can join the server and interact with me just the same. My joins are always on everyone, I don't turn them off unless someone's, like, stalking me. And even then, I'm like, meh. Half the time I don't care. Like, if you want to follow me under in plain sight or something, go crazy. But yeah, it's just a case of, like, I try to keep it to my friends, because it gets real confusing when you've got, like, 7 billion people, and you don't know any of them. Done with the application. Yay! Good luck with it. I should hopefully, like, be able to get through them in the next couple days. I've been meaning to, get an application out well for people, like, to help me with the TikTok stuff. I need to figure out how to do TikTok. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna try and work on that tonight. Because I don't know how, like, to do it. I don't know how to work TikTok. Like, I have, like, a bunch of short-form clips that'd be quite funny. But, like, honestly, TikToks are, I don't get the, like, UI of it. The PC, like, side of it's really confusing. The mobile thing is kind of like, meh. Meh. It still gets really confusing. It said something about having my own. Yeah, I remember you saying that. Obviously, I haven't done an ASIM stream in a while because I'm really busy IRL right now. Obviously, I'm on a trip tomorrow, going out and doing stuff with the family. And then, what else have I got doing this week? I was supposed to go out yesterday, but I was unwell. I'm still not 100% to be honest. But, that's why I'm taking my wheelchair tomorrow, so hopefully I should, you know, at least get around somewhere a little bit. I was really unwell yesterday. My god. I couldn't move. I'd woken up in like a real like feverish state. But yeah. I don't mind with the server stuff, like hopping servers frequently. I prefer to kind of just stick to what I know with stuff like this. If I want to do something like that, I'd do it as a game night more than a stream. Because people, like, most people only really show up to my Forsaken streams, so honestly I don't really have too much of a problem outside of the Forsaken streams. I do a lot of, like, various content, but nobody really shows up to most of the stuff I do, so I've just kind of kept it to a case of I don't really have an issue with it. I just tend to just stick to Forsaken on, like, Fridays and stuff, because honestly it can be, more confusing than it's worth to try and move it somewhere else. Obviously the viewer base isn't really very high. As you'll notice, like, for example, Trepidation Tuesdays is a great example here. I will get maybe 3-4 attendees. I think we hit an all-time high of 6 the other day, actually, this week. But as I say, we don't get enough, like, people to fill a server like that. So, yeah, it's literally only this game that people are really interested in. It's only my second stream and I love them. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying them. I do like quite a lot of different streams of quite a lot of different games. And I've been trying to do a lot more in terms of like videos as well. But I've been struggling with like all sorts of different bits at the minute. I know like I've definitely been obviously kind of like dealing with my own like health and that. Because my health's never been good. But I'm trying my best. I know that, what's the word? I need to work on, this Bed We Made Part 2. I did enjoy that game, especially, like, the first part was so fun to record that I genuinely, like, I'm invested in the story and I do need to play Part 2. Obviously I'm hoping that next week I will have, more, what's the word? Time to actually get on with things. I've just not been alive, like, because obviously, like, streams take up a fair chunk of my day, and then, apart from the streams, I'm usually, like, outside of the hours to adequately do anything. But I honestly, I don't know. There's certainly things I need to get on with and things I need to work on. But I have been struggling with, like... For example, like, it takes me about half a day to do a voiceover. About half a day to do, half a day for a voiceover. It'll be about half a day for... I was your bodyguard. Oh no. Hit the tree! Hit the tree! Please! Hit the tree, not me! Do I like Vocaloid? Yeah, I do actually. Oh no. But yeah, no. I do quite like Vocaloid. Favorite in terms of, like, what? Oh, song? I was gonna say, because my favorite Vocaloid would be V-Flower. In terms of songs, I quite like a lot of the Hiragi Karai stuff. I also like quite a lot of Ghost and Pals, but I'll listen to anything. Vampire and Salamander, both Deco 27 songs, are also quite good. The line positions are fake. Yeah, it's a Roblox bug. Everyone keeps getting really angry at me over the line positions, and I keep having to say, yes, it's a Roblox bug. It's not me. It's a Roblox bug. Please, stop getting angry at me. I'm trying my best, guys. I'm trying. I'm not exactly like the CEO of Roblox, bro. Monitoring's good. I do like monitoring. My controller's having a bit of like input lag. Hi, yes, I am V. What is Vocaloid? Vocaloid refers to voice synth banks. Using the Vocaloid software. It's a whole thing. They're like virtual voice banks that can be used to like create music and songs. Yeah, Hatsune Miku is the most common like example. But there is honestly a variety of them. There's Miku, Meiko, Kaito, Luca, Rinlan, there's IA, there's Gumi, I think there's one called Una, there's Teto, There's so many of them. There's flour, obviously. There's a lot. Oh, it doesn't let me bounce off these. Oh, there it goes. Now it does. What? Man, this game hates me. But yeah. No, I honestly have so much to, like, dig into. I genuinely have, like, a lot of, like, video stuff planned as well, and I just need to kind of... I know there's one that I still need to do, like, my resource gathering and research on, and then there's one that I need to do a lot more in terms of, like, visuals, and then there's just, like, overall structural stuff. But yeah, there's a lot to really go on, but I'm just, like, honestly grateful that there hasn't been so many, like, cruel comments on that 1x video. I was expecting so many mean comments. Because, like, as much as I'm not afraid to speak my mind, at the same time, it's kind of like, I was waiting for them to, like, flood in and slander me. I'm surprised my, subscriber count didn't drop significantly. I would have honestly expected it. Where's my nearest graffiti? They're all kind of spread. Have I heard what? Oh, I tried to angle that correctly, but I couldn't. It's possible I could have heard it. I'm not too familiar with some of the names. How do you check? I have no idea, to be honest. I don't really know. For Twitch. YouTube, it just, where you schedule it, it tells you. What is my music taste? Honestly, anything. I'm one of those people that'll listen to, like, most stuff. I mean, I have 3 different playlists. We have a specific rock playlist, we have a Vocaloid playlist, and then we just have an anything and everything playlist. Like, if I were to read you, like, my favorited artists from my Apple Music, I think it would actually just be, like, all over the place. There's everything. I will literally listen to everything. We'll go from, like, Leve to, like, Slipknot. It's insane. Like, I like a bit of metal, I like a bit of, like, hard rock, I like soft rock, indie, you know, pop. Like hyper pop. Literally anything. I will literally listen to anything. Slipknot's my favorite. Oh, I used to be, like, the biggest Slipknot fan. It was insane. Slipknot... I'm trying to think. There's so many different, like, Slipknot songs I've listened to over the years. Oh, what's that one album called? Is it Iowa? I know there was, like, the Iowa album, and there was all sorts of different bits. But yeah, I've been through my fair share of Slipknot over the years. I also like... I do like my, like, nostalgic emo music. Anything that takes me back to, like, the good 2010s days. MCR. I can listen to MCR all the time. I love it. My Chemical Romance is just, like, hold a special place in my heart, though. I remember the good old days back when I was an emo. I was like, what, 13? Oh, man. The good old days. No. I refuse to watch that show because the creator is a terrible person. I'm sorry if you were, like, wanting me to watch it. It's just not something I'm willing to do with the way that the creator behaves. It's a show that's inherently full of racism. I don't fuck with it. There's a show called Has Been Hotel, and it's basically just like it's like some animated thing, but the creator's like a very, like, I don't even know how to explain it. The show is just so inherently racist, it's insane. I remember reading about it online, and there was a leaked photo of a script, and then it showed what the script said side by side for like when they were casting next to the character, and it was talking about how these characters were black, and they just straight up had like grayed out white skin. What do you mean? What is this? Why are they whitewashed? So I never went anywhere near it. And I refuse to, quite frankly, because I don't fuck with racism. Hell no. Hell no. I think I'd rather be burnt at the stake. I'm here, welcome in, twin. Look about anime. I honestly haven't even seen it. I just refuse to watch it. Like, I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. I do not want to touch it. Genuinely. We were talking about, someone asked if I'd seen Has Been Hotel, and I basically said, like, I refuse to touch it with a 10-foot pole because the creator is just inherently racist. Have I watched, no, I don't think so. As I say, I don't go near that person at all. There's a lot more than just racism as well, but like, I'm not gonna get into that because it's just not appropriate. I don't know, as I say, I haven't seen the shows directly, but I have seen a fair share of the creators' behavior, and that's enough for me to say absolutely the fuck not. I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. Jesus Christ. Oh, the red hot sauce bottle. Oh my goodness. I don't have many milestones. Everyone seems to think that, like, milestones mark, like, your playtime, and I'm sat here with no milestones other than my M4 Elliot. M4 Elliot, yeah. Okay, cool, good. Fair enough. Yeah, as I say, I only have Elliot in terms of milestones. I don't really aim for milestones. I don't think that they're necessarily a fun way to play the game. I think, honestly, grinding out milestones kills the game for you. Why would you grind all day and all night and ruin it for yourself when you can just have fun and switch around? Like, I just don't. Most British company, you know, I don't know what determines Britishness. Like, what are we trying to say? I don't get this. I don't get the question. Used to watch these men. Oh, let's be original. I know, it's really funny because we're enemies. Fair enough. From Britain, there are so many British companies that I don't understand what determines how British a company is. There's so many British companies that I could list. What makes something more British than the other? I don't get it. Asda. Asda's Walmart. Asda is Walmart. Asda is inherently American because it's owned by Walmart. Aldi isn't just British either. Aldi is in all countries. All countries. Like, they have Aldi everywhere. They also have Lidl everywhere. Tesco... I suppose Tesco would count, but I'm pretty sure they're also owned by some big American company. The new 1X looks like a dragon fruit. Again, I don't have milestones. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what it looks like. Who's playing V? Yeah, I'm trying to get more used to the controller controls. And what better to do it than a character with mobility? Who the fuck goes to a shell? Who the hell goes to a shell? BBC News is also not just British. There is literally a BBC News TikTok account for Pigeon, which is not like British. Pigeon's a completely different language to English. It's like derived from English, but it's not English. Completely different language.
It's
You guys are listing all these companies and I'm like not recognizing half of them. I don't know what you guys are yapping about. On some serious yap fest over here, you lot. You can tell me to listen to something, but I can't listen to it on stream. You're just gonna get me copyright striked and then that'll mean the stream's just gone. They made Wallace and Gromit? Okay, fair game. That is fair game. And somebody just got themselves penalized by Nightbot. At least Nightbot's working now. It wasn't earlier for some reason. Such what your name Forsaken popped up, did it? My name isn't necessarily just like mine though, there's a lot of people with the same name as me, so like, take that into account. I don't know why it would pop up like that though. I do a lot more than just Forsaken, but it seems... It's something I have noticed generally with the channel as a whole. I do a lot of content outside of Forsaken, but the only content anybody cares about is Forsaken, so like, the only content that YouTube pushes with the algorithm is Forsaken. So you could look at my channel and see how many different trepidation pieces of content I've done. How many weekly streams of Treppy I've done, which have been going on a lot longer than I can even remember. But I only ever get pushed for Forsaken because it's the only thing people want to watch. That's most of my audience is just Forsaken. Like, a lot of people don't care for the other stuff. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm doing wrong in that sense. Like, I don't understand, am I not entertaining enough for people to want to watch outside of Forsaken? Or like... Am I just so, like, in the deep end here that, like, people just don't even see me as anything other than... Like, more trendy games. I mean, I've played all sorts of various, like, different games. I mean, I played Resident Evil 2 and 4 on the channel. I've played The Quarry, I've played Dead by Daylight so many times. I've played all sorts of things, and nothing ever really does as well. Treppy's a weekly stream I do. I've done other ASIMs. Even those don't do as well. People say controller is better than PC for pathing. Depends. Controller can be very hit or miss. Isn't Dead by Daylight the base for Forsaken? you're talking about the, like, I don't know. Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight is something that's been around for years. I mean, Dead by Daylight recently celebrated their 9th anniversary. It's a Steam asymmetrical game. It's not necessarily based on Forsaken because Forsaken is so different. It's so unbalanced in comparison to Dead by Daylight that, like, I don't think they're even comparable. You didn't get timed out by me. You got timed out by the auto mod, and I'm sure you can understand why that's on the auto mod. I'm not removing that word from the auto mod just because you want to mention a specific company. That's... you know what you're doing. You know why that's inappropriate. So don't try and play dumb. Oh, it's just a company. It's just a company. Behave. You're not 12. Come on, man. Put a bit of common sense in there. Why would you possibly be mentioning a random company in the middle of this just to... That's just immature. If you want me to seriously let you bypass my auto mod just because you want to mention some random company that has no relevance to the topic, then I don't know what you want me to tell you. That's just really immature. It's just attention-seeking behavior at the end of the day, and I'm not going to justify it, so you're more than welcome to just, like, I don't know, deal with it, because, like, I'm not taking that word off the auto mod. It's a very real word with very inappropriate connotations. You're not going to convince me to remove it just for a company. I'm not even mentioning the word. I don't even want to get into this. Let's just, like, move on. Yeah, me getting serious is rare, which is why you know that this is something you shouldn't be fucking saying. I don't do serious. Server hop? I probably could server hop soon, again. I'm not necessarily planning on, anything in particular in terms of server hopping, but I'm more than happy to do it again if people want that. I know that, ah. Oh well. Yeah, so what was I gonna do? I'm not gonna server hop right now. I do want to stick around for a couple more games, but I will hop eventually. I probably should grind up for that level milestone 3 on Cool Kid. But yeah, no, I don't like being serious. Being serious is boring. I care more for a bit of fun. And, you know, just to be happy and have a good laugh. But yeah, it is very important to note the auto mod is there for what it's there for. The only things that are banned are sexual terms and slurs. So, you know, at the end of the day, we will just keep it there. So, am I using console or a PC? I'm actually on a PC with a Bluetooth controller. My, like, joints aren't the best. I have a bit of a pain condition, so I play on controller often to try and, you know, ease the pain on my joints a little bit. I'm just kind of working on... what's the word? Working on, you know, trying to keep my hands a little bit more alive recently. But I have noticed it's giving me a bit more trouble then. It might be worth sometimes. I notice the controls for controller aren't necessarily the best. So it's more so a case of adjusting. I might also crank my sensitivity up a little bit. Don't feel safe going into the Dead by Daylight community with a hazmat suit. I mean, realistically, I don't necessarily think that I technically go into communities so much as I literally just stream the game into my own community and just, I have my own little, like, corner of the internet, and I'm happy in that, you know? Like, I'm just kind of chilling. When I get a new GPL, I'll play that Friday the 13th game. See, the one that I owned got taken down years ago, so is there some other Friday the 13th game that's come out? Am I missing something here? Because Friday the 13th, the game, was deleted years ago. As of January 1st, 2025, the game is no longer playable online, so... yeah, there you go. Some people made a private server. You see, I have the game, but I don't, Did it get deleted? It was taken down because, you know. Yeah, it was copyright issues. It was to do with the licensing surrounding Jason, I believe. Because the original license holders for Jason, they're really strict on it. So if your contract with them runs out, you're going to the pit. It's not even a case of like shutting down the game because it doesn't get as much. It's because they didn't want to renew the license. I don't think they could come to an agreement. Ah, that's quite high, okay. How long is the timeout? I don't know what timeout you're talking about. What, Oh, whoops. It makes sense for some games. I don't know. It's weird in that sense. I didn't time you out. Nightbot timed you out, so I don't know. I don't know how long you're timed out for, but either way, if you're talking here, you probably are already untimed out. If not, then you're bypassing the timeout, and that's just not very good. Oh wow, okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, their clone's out there. There we go. Okay, alright. A little bit more on this person and then... Summon minions? Okay, sure. There we go. What else have we got? Okay, right, that is, that's fine. No, I'm dead. Yeah, there we go. Let me switch out. I think it's time to try and learn. Oh, I probably should also like go and give my sensitivity a good crank. I'll probably do. I'm cooked. I'm not playing too serious. I think that's something people have a lot of misconception around. I don't play that seriously when I'm streaming. If I wanted to like play super seriously, I would. I'm not. Because I know that people come in with the intent to try and like make people like angry. I just don't care. I'm not like an angry person, so I'll let them get on with it. It just makes me giggle, really. Server hopping is probably going to be next, what's the word? Next round. Well, that's a lot better. I don't know if I like that there, actually. Let me pop it up, like... That'll do nicely. Gives me a bit of an opportunity to, like, bounce as well. Probably better to have another one kind of, like, here. Pressure? Yeah, I've done pressure before. That was a viewer suggestion stream, I believe. I think there's been a couple of different times we've actually played it before. I've had so many different requests for it all the time. We've played it so much. Okay, got one up here and then I've got one down there as well. Let me see where I can get a good angle on. Are they down here? Where are they actually? I can't see them. Probably not around here. Oh, hello. But yeah, no. I feel like it's quite funny really, because there's a lot of misconceptions about like how well I actually play the game. Based on my casual kind of like stream gameplay. Oh, that's not very nice. Oh, that was my graffiti. Are you did you compare me to a mouse? Okay. Okay, Jasper. Very silly creatures, my sir. I'm actually gonna move this one. This one's useless. I'm gonna pop it like on this corner. I was in a muffin wrapper. I don't think that's like a unique experience. A daily bunny picture? That's something to ask my mother. Oh, seriously, another one? That's just not nice. Is the bunny in the lobby? Yeah, there probably is. There's quite a lot in the lobby. Lots of random things. Oh, whoops, wrong way. Ow! What do I think about the current state of Forsaken? I've had so many things to say about this. But... bunny. Yeah, but it's not a lop, so my bunnies are better. My bunnies have the floppy ears. Yeah, the current state of Forsaken is something else entirely. The game is so, like, fundamentally flawed because of the way the mechanics work. And the fact that just... It's just so fundamentally flawed that, like, it's impossible to kind of... like... even explain, like... Hi, they do not share the same brain cells as me. Taking so long for updates. I honestly don't know the ins and outs of like what goes on in the dev team. I know it's a very stupid argument people make all the time that, oh, well, they're making all these skins, so why aren't they focusing on, you know, doing this instead or that instead? Why aren't they scripting instead? And that is the dumbest argument I've ever heard, because people don't realize that artists aren't the same as scripters. They're two completely different, like, tasks. And not many people cross over into both. There is a huge art team at Forsaken, and there is probably, like, 3 scripters. Let's be real. So, like, that's a really stupid thing I hear people say. The Forsaken community is something that I'm not, like, super involved in. Like, honestly, I have my own community that's... like... I have my own community. I don't really get involved with the Forsaken one. The only, like, exposure I have is sometimes people will come into stream, but even then, the people that come to stream are usually very nice, and if not, I just, like, send them out. Just bonk, bye-bye. But yeah, no, I feel like people don't understand how long things take, first of all. Like, if you think scripting's that easy, do it yourself kind of take. But also, at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I'm surprised, obviously, with Forsaken making as much as they do. I'm surprised they haven't hired more scripters. But again, I do know how expensive scripters are. Scripters are extortionately expensive because it's such a difficult task. Some of them can charge 100k or more a month, like in Robux, for example. Don't know how to script. I actually want to learn later to say of school. It is really difficult. I'm gonna be so for real. It would. I knew someone who like scripted for like 7+ years and still didn't know like a lot of the things. It was insane. Scripting is ridiculous. I've never understood Lua. I never will understand Lua. It's so stupid as like a scripting language. But yeah, people are always like, oh, why are they not updating it like now? And it's like, guys, you do know how long it takes to script shit, right? Don't get me wrong, they definitely could hire more scripters. That's a very real criticism. It's more like what scripting language is. Yeah, entirely. If you're studying something like Python, it's a lot easier than something like Lua, because Lua is just like stupid as a language. It's also like really buggy for no reason. Roblox just breaks everything. Like, it's honestly, it's really dependent on like what's, you know, what you're trying to do as well. Somehow I typed in your username and it gave me Forsaken, I still found it. Yeah, if you need the link to my account, it'll always be Yosirovi on the end, so it'll, you know. One bunny that has 2 brain cells or 2 bunnies will brain cell debt. 2 bunnies will brain cell debt. Just like me for real. The bunny corner, I have no idea. It's not here anymore. I don't have the thing. But yeah, no. Scripting is ridiculous. People are really stupid when they say, oh, just stop making skins. Because it's a completely different team. The design team is designers, not scripters. Right, let's have a look. There we go. There's a London server. AI is stupid in general. Are we surprised? AI is just really dumb as a whole. I mean, are we forgetting that like AI's entire way of sourcing what they do is stealing and scraping? Like, realistically, are we surprised? Hello. I'm good. I'm just chilling, to be honest. But yeah, honestly, AI is so stupid. Also, if 15 is old, what the fuck does that make me? Am I like decaying? Decrepit? Decaying? Don't even know what to say. What does that make me? Oh, I have very little setup time here. Oh, that's annoying. AI is not even useful for remembering things, low-key. AI is just... straight up slop. I'm good, I'm winning. As I say, 1x is so weak. I need to swap out though. I low-key can't do that anymore. But yeah, AI is just so silly that like, it's not even worth like using it. Just check you're doing a good job, keep it up. Oh, thank you. Can I ask you something? Yeah, go for it, go crazy. Oh yeah, winning? I did win. Although everyone is still gonna argue that I was stupid because I took damage. Should I eat a bee? No? What question is that? Yes, I have a Twitch. The Twitch is live right now. The Twitch is also live. The streams always go to both channels, so it goes to the Twitch and the YouTube. So half of the comments that I'm reading, if you can't see them, they're on the Twitch side. Do you like yourself skins? I don't own any of them. I don't think they're worth the bother of grinding. Like, I just don't see the point. What's my name on Twitch? Just the same, it's just UCRV. Affiliate designer who helps streamers and YouTubers. I don't need a designer right now. I appreciate the thought process, but like, I'm okay. I do have a Discord though if you want to just join it. There should be a link on the Twitch side. But yeah, I don't need artists or anything. I have, I've already pretty much like got a fair amount of art teams, and if not, I do most of my work myself. But yeah, the Twitch and the YouTube are just the same. They should both be leaked to one another, but I'm not sure if that's maybe expired with, you know, time. Lost the will to grind milestones after I got all the Sentinel landfalls. Genuinely, don't think milestones are worth it. I can be, like, critical. I just don't think they're worth it. I'm sorry. I've never really understood the hype. But I suppose, I'm not really somebody that grinds. I'm somebody that likes to play a variety. It's in the same sense that I won't necessarily stick to one character or another. If you send a friend request to my Discord, I'll accept it. I accept them all, like, regardless of like who you are. I accept all friend requests on Discord because there's no limit. I don't accept Roblox ones, but I will accept like Discord ones. But yeah, I'm not looking for any like additions to my art like stuff right now. I'm pretty sorted as I am. My thumbnails are okay. I mean, believe me, I've been trying to level up as I go, but obviously I like to be independent in a sense. I don't exactly have a lot of funds. I'm very much a broke, unemployed, jobless bum. What was that Chance skin, by the way? Where was that? Who was that? What names don't I recognize? This one? No. This one? Ah, this one. Oh, wait. When's that existed? Hang on a minute. Am I crazy? I didn't think there was. I was gonna say, yeah. Yeah, no, there's not. Right, okay. I see, I see. It's a dev skin. It could be, or it could be a tester, or it could be anybody. But yeah, I didn't realize. Amazing yourself chance skin. Yeah, you're winning with that. See, I I don't have any of the yourself skins other than the noob. I just don't have the funds for it. I'm gonna be real. I never have enough money in this game. I can play it all I want. I'm never gonna have enough money. Am I in a private? Yeah, well, no, sorry, wait. You fried my brain. I'm in a public server. I don't play private servers because of the fact that you cannot turn off the dev killers in private servers, and more often than not, people have come in to streams using those dev killers and unfortunately ruined the stream for us by either stun locking or, you know, done various things that have just honestly ruined the experience. So I've tried to stick to public servers in the hopes that people would, you know, behave themselves a little bit more. Because obviously you can't do that here. Ah, man. Right. But yeah, no. I respect the chance skin. I think as well with like yourself skins, I just don't have cool enough avatars. I don't have like cool outfits to pull them off. I'm gonna be real. I look like I've been dragged out of a bin. Somebody's sending me TikToks. Out of all the times, now I'm being sent TikToks. Yeah, it's okay. I'll check those later. What time are we actually on? 8:50. That's fine. That's fine. We've only been here like a couple hours. That means my meds will wear off soon, though. Got Nolly and noob yourself. I just have noob. Honestly, my avatars aren't good enough to pull off any yourself skins. Oh, you guys. Am I Welsh? No, I'm not Welsh. I'm Northern English. British. Yeah, I'm Northern English. If you notice a bit of a twang in my accent, it's because one of my parents is Scottish. That's what you're probably hearing. Hello! Ah, right, okay. Man, okay. I've been out-stabbed. I'm learning controller slowly but surely. I know it's quite difficult because of the difficulty regarding the keybinds and such, and I forgot my autocorrect makes hello, hola, and hola, hello. That is funny. That is amazing. I love that. Literally driving now, but when I park me and my squad are pulling up over to your next stream. Yeah, sure. I mean, if you want to send a friend request, my Discord is linked in the description on both platforms, so if you want to just join that, go ahead. I probably should actually use this. Gotta go. No worries, thanks for showing up. I hope you enjoyed the little chaos you managed to see. I've been going crazy. You see, I eat before streaming, and it's really weird to eat real early. Find your Twitch by just typing Forsaken, man, you're famous. I don't think I count as famous. I'm a very small channel. I like yourself, Chance. Fair enough, yeah, I mean... It's gotta be fun to have something unique like that. But yeah, as I was saying. Did I accept the friend request? I'm in the middle of a game! Guys, please! I know you sent it to the right account because it's popped up on my phone. I've seen it. Just bear with me. Cool, I'm here too. Oh, hello! It isn't not. I mean, fair enough. Yeah, it seems cool. Got her asked a lot for having them. Oh god. I don't know why people would harass you for that. Like, that is the least of your worries. Like, be real. Be so for real right now. Why is someone's skins a case of, like, something to make people upset? Right. Okay, let me go and grab this. There's so many comments on my videos at the minute. What is going on? There we go. Let me check the Discord. I haven't checked that in a hot second. There we go. Do that. Deal with that. People don't like the answer, no. People honestly suck. I'm gonna be real. I'm just living in my own bubble. I got kicked because I got glitched into the sky. Oh my god. I'm just grateful that, like, the ramps aren't doing that so much. Very mean people. Honestly, people are not worth it. Honestly, it's not worth your time getting upset about them. At the end of the day, they literally aren't worth it. Like, who cares? I think, like, people gotta go outside more. If you're mad that someone's got a skin and you don't. Like, come on. Guys, it's time for a bit of grass. You've been on the internet too much now. And I'm saying that as a mostly housebound disabled person. How are you gonna be more chronically online than me? How are you gonna be more chronically online? I really like your model. Aw, thank you! Yeah, how are you gonna be more chronically online than somebody then needs a wheelchair to get around. So, like, it's crazy. What skin do I buy? Elliot or Chance? I like the Elliot one, but honestly, it's up to you. It's personal choice, whoever you use more, I suppose. I'm in your game too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How long am I going to stream? I don't know, actually. It depends, honestly, when I start feeling like I'm getting a bit rough. It's my health, honestly. As I've kind of explained before, I have fibromyalgia, and I have a condition called POTS. Postural static tachycardia syndrome. And both of them can make my life quite difficult. So I try to, you know, I try to see how long I can stream. If my body starts to kind of give up on me, that's when I'll kind of be like, okay, it's time to stop now. Oh. Oh my god, no worries, thanks for showing up. I hope you enjoyed. You know, I do need to, like, start hosting more stuff in the Discord regarding, like, feedback polls. It's important for me to get, like, feedback from people in regards to what I need to do with the channel, how I need to improve and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to do that right now. I wonder if I may be better doing that on YouTube. Where do you guys tend to look more for stuff regarding the, like, channel? Do you look into the actual, like, channel announcements channel in the Discord, or are you more likely to look on YouTube directly? I could do both, realistically, but it's just a case of, like, I know YouTube's, like, my go-to, like, platform for posting videos, but my Discord is my go-to for, like, announcements. The Hive channel. Right, okay. Tube. See, I probably will do both then. I will make a note of that. Where's my iPad? Here we go. Also, in terms of don't overdo myself, I'm okay, I promise you. I make sure to take my medication quite rigorously before streaming. And as soon as I'm done streaming, I promise you I am straight in bed. Let's have a look at writing this down. I'm honestly hoping to get the next video out soon. I know I need to chase up on that one and get a bit of a timeline going. I have it scripted. I'm also gonna crack on with words. I'm also gonna crack on with making, like, more application stuff, because obviously I have, like, moderator for the Twitch and the YouTube channel open, like, applications at the moment. I have streaming, like, mod apps open for both platforms. But I might look into doing Discord apps. And I also kind of want to maybe look for a couple of people that would be willing to help me with running a TikTok. I have a TikTok. I just don't know how to use it. So the issue I'm finding is that I'm probably going to see if anybody has, like, a bit of experience. Or has, you know, a bit of knowledge that could, like, help me with what I need to do. Like, because after stream, I'll probably have a couple of hours to, like, do, like, TikTok bits and pieces to kind of, like, put things together and do a little bit of voiceover if I need to. Just to... I was thinking of maybe doing just, like, a little introduction, but I honestly don't know. I also need to, actually, I'm gonna write myself a whole list of things to do tonight. Talk. So I'm gonna give you the TikTok stuff. So I know I want to do, like, an intro video. But I know I'm gonna work on, I think YouTube channel trailers still exist, right? I'm probably gonna do one of those eventually. Would you guys be interested in that? And if so, what do you guys think is, like, a great, like, important thing to put in that sort of, like, channel trailer? But yeah, I think tonight you'll probably catch me in the Discord quite a lot because I'm going to be taking some kind of information, especially in the Forsaken chat. I need a lot more information regarding one of the upcoming videos I'm working on in regards to, like, beginner stuff. So I'm kind of keeping an eye out for that, but I'm also trying to... Sorry. That was a hiccup. I'm also trying to obviously like get a couple of different videos out. I'm trying to work as best as I can. Especially tonight because I'm out tomorrow obviously, so I want to get something sorted out. I know... Was that a hiccup? Yes, it was. I get hiccups all the time. It is one of the side effects of having like a bad heart. Yeah, I always have the hiccups. You'll notice I'll do a lot of one-off ones. It's apparently something to do with my heart. I don't know too much about it, but I just do it. Bunnies eat potatoes. I don't think bunnies can eat potatoes. I know they can't eat carrots. They can eat carrot tops, but they can't eat the actual the orange of the carrot. They can only eat the green. Because the orange is too sweet for them. It's too sugary. So it's like literally like they can have like a little bit, tiny chunk. No, usually my bunnies go feral for like parsley. I walked in the living room with a bag of parsley once, sat down on the floor, and one of my bunnies, she comes up, she, both of them are like getting their head in the bag, like sniffing parsley. And then Emmy comes up and she just grabs the bag, runs off with the entire bag of parsley out of my hand. And like hides it. And I'm like, what? You know when you're shell-shocked? I was so speechless, honestly. Genuinely, I had no idea what to even say. She's evil. I mean, are we surprised though? Obviously, let's get that photo. Where's that one photo? Give me a sec, I got this. Are we surprised after this incident? The actual gluttony. Look at her. She's such a creature. That was a spring green we just brought from the grocery store. And she goes, yeah, no, you put that on the table, I'ma eat that. And she ate it. She's up there, she's clawing at the table, she's nibbling away. She's so hungry. Can you rate the Jasper Tance? 11 out of 10. Peak. You would think we don't feed her the way she acts, but by God, no. She gets 2 meals a day, which is more than most bunnies get. She's just spoiled rotten. Evil bunny. Do an exposure video. Go for it. Go for it. I have nothing to hide. Bunny. You guys are only here for the bunnies. Do I have any types of tips for therapy? Honestly, give it a try. I always say, try something new. If you don't like it, you don't have to go. Because, I mean, realistically, you never know until you don't try. It might help, it might not. You don't have to keep going. I went once, wasn't for me. I said no, and I just never went back. To be fair, right, okay. The lady that I had was horrible, so I think I was quite justified in not going back. But I think you gotta stick it out, and I don't just mean like once or twice. Go for a good, get a good idea of what you feel. Give it a go, give it a proper go. And if you don't like it, you don't have to stay. There is no harm in trying new things. They can be scary, but at the end of the day, they might help. And if there's a chance that they might help, then it's worth it. I'm scared because I don't want people to know. Who cares? I mean, you don't have to tell people, but like at the same time, who cares? So what? Listen, okay. Even the best people go to therapy because it's healthy. People will often find, you'll often find that celebrities will go to therapy because, you know, it's good for you whether or not, you know, you need it. You will find that talking to people can often make things better, even just to get them off your chest. Like, it doesn't matter whether you have one thing or another. Sometimes it's just good to talk. And hey, it may not be for you, but there's more than just one type of therapy. There is lots of types. And at the end of the day, you know, it's... like, who cares? Like, so what? I take antidepressants. I'm not ashamed of it. They, you know, they also help my nerve pain disorder. But they help my mood too. You know, I'm not ashamed. I mean, hell, my autism was diagnosed by 2 therapists. My ADHD was diagnosed by a psychologist. I'm not ashamed. Why should I be ashamed? Like, a small city, I get anxious that someone's gonna know and laugh at you. Who cares? If people are laughing at you, then they're not worth your time. Who cares? Just be yourself and be happy. If it makes you happy, it makes you feel better, then that's that. I've always said, it doesn't matter if people laugh at you. If people are judgmental, then they're insecure. That's all. I've always said that if you're out there needing to put other people down, then you're so upset with your own life that you just don't, you know, treat other people with respect. Who cares? Those people aren't worth being in your life. Just ignore them. I mean, it's a lot harder than it is to say it, but those people don't matter, and once you kind of learn that mindset and you get yourself into that, then, you know, you will be a lot better off. I grew up undiagnosed autistic in a community where everyone thought I was just the weird kid. Everyone thought I was a weirdo, and people made fun, but I was unauthentically myself. I was authentically myself, and I was unapologetically myself. And I don't care. Those people have probably all got sad little lives. I'm happy. I'm happy, and I'm joyous, and I'm living the max. I've always had a very good mental mindset in that sense. But at the same time, it's like, it doesn't matter. Just be you. And if people laugh at you, then they're not worth your time. Yeah, therapy isn't for everyone. I know it wasn't for me, but it can be a hell of a lot helpful for most people. Yeah, as Timmy says, it can be a huge weight off your chest and a huge relief to speak to someone. It's not for everyone. But, you know, even if you necessarily don't like therapy, speaking to, like, people is still, like, good for you. You know, if you've got, like, a close family friend, or you've got, like, a, you know, like a family member, or anybody. Because at the end of the day, mental health is a very real thing. And it's not something that's, like, a bad thing. So what? If anything, I think it's respectable that you seek help. Because having the bravery to seek help is really good. You know, at the end of the day, it's a really brave move, and if people mock you for doing something brave, then that's just embarrassing on their part. As I always say, my community is for everyone. And at the end of the day, we don't judge. So if you ever need a place where you know you're not going to be judged for anything, then my Discord's always open. Reach out to me. I don't mind. But you know, I'm not going to judge. I'm never judging. Because I've been through it. I've been there. Life is too short to try and conform to society's expectations. Just be happy. Do what you enjoy. It helps for... Yeah, that's what I mean. Sometimes that's why you maybe need a professional, because it can help sometimes for a bit, but it doesn't solve the problem at a fundamental level. and that's where you kind of fall short. But a lot of the time as well, I find that therapy looks at it from an emotional standpoint. I'm very much more of a problem-solving person. I want a solution to the problem. I want to be able to fix it. So sometimes it may be better seeking out someone that understands, like, what you're, like, needing. You know, there's, like, charities for, like, various things if you need certain things or other bits. Like, advisors and all that. It's basically a case of figuring out what works for you. I'm a problem solver. Not everyone else is a problem solver. If it works for you, it works. But there's no shame in trying something new. Oh. But yeah, as I say. You can try it. You can always try it, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. So what? There's no harm, no foul. I'm somebody that hates change, so if anything, I find trying new things really impressive. You know, it's the small things. Think of it more of like a, hey, I'm doing this today. You know, I'll just try one, and then you kind of slowly build yourself up to having that bravery to return. I'm interested in 1v1ing. I don't really do 1v1s. I don't really necessarily play super, like, in-depth when it comes to on-stream. I'm more so just goofing around and having fun. But yeah, you know. How do you join? My username is pinned on the top on both platforms, so on Twitch it should be in a funny box, and on YouTube it's in a white box. And then, yeah. Hello! Welcome in. But yeah, as I say, mental health is important. Take care of yourself and, you know, remember that, you know, small steps, one day at a time. And anybody that makes fun of you for that, it's just not worth it. It's okay to struggle.
The first day of the end of your lives.
But eventually you can be brave and seek the help you need. How's it going? We're doing good. We're talking, we just had a very deep conversation actually about mental health. I was saying about, how, you know, therapy necessarily isn't for everyone, but it's a good thing to try. Just talking about that sort of stuff and how, like, if people judge you for what you do, they're not worth your time. So what? All the best people go to therapy. Let's be real. But yeah, you know. I love living in my own little bubble of whimsy and joy. I'm starting to get the hang of controller. It's a little bit more difficult than I was expecting. Compared to, like, other games that I play on controller, like Trappy, for example, it is a lot more complex. But I'm getting it slowly. Oh, you just... I can't stun them now. That's just screwed me. That's just completely wasted my dagger. I didn't realize the Shedletsky was gonna go and steal it from me. But yeah, you know. I've got so much on my list of things to do. Can anybody think of anything else I've been meaning to do and I've just forgotten? We all know I got the memory of a worm. Come on. Anybody got any ideas? What have I been meaning to do and I'm forgetting? I have the viewer feedback polls on both the YouTube and in the Discord server. I have TikTok stuff. I have YouTube channel trailer script to work on. I don't know what else I'm missing. Oh, I know. There we go, put that one on there. Do I like turtles? I mean, they're okay, I suppose. I like tortoises. I used to have a tortoise. Unfortunately, he got eaten. He lived in the garden, and he got eaten one night. Oh. Giving me money is one of them, definitely. Ah, yes, of course. You got me there, buddy. You got me there. Man. Have I seen what? What am I supposed to be seeing? The Jasper Dance incident? Oh, goodness. The Dance of 87. I meant the chocolate. The chocolate. There's a chocolate called Turtles? Never heard of that. I'm getting loads of friend requests. I've been having some real issues with my computer lately. I actually stripped it down this morning to try and take it apart and see what was going on with it. So I've had my computer to like actual bits this morning. You've probably seen me send a picture of when I assembled it back together again. I completely went ham. All the fans were out. I didn't take the GPU out. The GPU is a bloody nightmare to take out. But I didn't touch the motherboard or the GPU, but I took like all 9 of the fans and I went to town just cleaning them out. Because there's 2 in the bottom of the case. There's 2 on the top, 2 on the side, and 2 in the back. And then 2 obviously on the GPU. No, wait, I'm missing 1. I think there's 3 on the top. No, there's 3 somewhere. No, wait, 2 underneath. 2 in the GPU, yeah. That's 4. 6 for them 2 there on the side. 1 in the back. Okay, it's 1 in the back, and then 2 on the top. Yeah, so there's 9 total, basically. Thank you for taking your time and talk. No problem. I'm always happy to like talk about these kind of things. I've always said I'm a very open book in that sense, and I am getting old now, so I suppose I'm quite wise in that in that way. But as I say, if you need like to ask something or you got something you want to like know, I've probably been through it. I've been through all sorts of experiences, and I'm very happy to give out my wise advice and whatnot. I'm okay with like going through like something. If you need reassurance about something, you want me to explain something, I'm happy to do it. I don't mind it. Like, I've been there. I know it sucks. How old am I? 20. Yes, I am 20. Born in 2005. I turned 21 on the 18th of June if anyone wants to buy me a birthday present. But yeah, no, I'm 20. I'm really getting old. But yeah, I've been through my fair share, so I know how it can be. And as I say, if you want to raise something as a topic in the chat, go crazy. I've always said my streams are just here for a yap. Yap and a good time, that's what I'm here for. Like, you got something you want to talk about? Cool, let's do it. Certified therapist? I would suck. I'm not good with emotions, as you might notice. I'm autistic. I'm very monotone in the way I speak. I know that's been a big issue with the video I posted about 1X. I know my Forsaken Discussion videos have definitely been like a big like controversial thing because obviously what's the word? I lack emotion in my voice when I speak. And I know that leads to me... I got a lot of hate comments about it. I got a lot of hate comments about my voice in that last video. lot of people are criticizing it because I sound really dead inside. Which I'm like, I'm okay. I don't really like care that much, but like, damn. Playtime is about 8 days, I think. I don't play the game so much in like public servers unless I'm streaming. I do the streams every week, but I'm often analyzing footage or talking numbers or doing scripts. So like, got any soda? I don't, I'm sorry. I'm often spending more time outside of the game doing stuff for the game than I am in the game doing stuff for the game, if that makes sense. It's a bit of a weird one, but like, I'm spending more time analyzing footage and stuff like that. But yeah, that recent video, I had a lot of interesting comments about my voice. So many people call me a flight attendant. I'm autistic too. Well, it's a safe space for all. I've always said, like, if you're autistic, that's cool as hell. I've always said, like, the community's always going to be open to fellow autistics. If anybody says anything, I'll just send them to the back rooms. Not a problem. But yeah, everyone was saying that I sound like a flight attendant and I need to fix my voice. I sound too monotone. And I'm like, oh, but I just have an autism accent. I just have the autism accent, the kind of monotonous, flat voice that most people have. Not to mention, obviously, that, like, my accent's a bit all over the place when I do, like, content and such, because my real accent is so thick that, like, I get really confusing to people, so. I can see it by the way they say it in those comments. See, there's some really nice comments saying that it helps them, like, take in the information because it's clear and, like, concise, and then there's just, like, the hate. I mean, I try not to let it get to me because, like, at the end of the day, it's YouTube people. Let's be real. You know, I'm not ashamed of being who I am. But, like, you know, we're chilling. Time is ticking. Oh, no. 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 Please. But yeah, you know, I always keep in good spirits. I'm not necessarily, like, someone that gets, like, super upset or anything. I am very, like, emotionless. In that sense. I'm very bad at expressing emotion. I'm also just not very an emotional person in general. I don't feel much of a muchness. Where your voice is too voice. Thank you, that is perfect. Perfect way to describe it. My voice is too voiced. All roads lead to Rome. Or do they? All roads lead to that. Now I agree with this one. Favorite character? I probably would have to say, like, Elliot, because I feel like Elliot's obviously the one I've played the most, being the only Milestone 4 I own. I don't have much in terms of, like, leveling with, like, characters. Obviously, I'm, like, level 20 on most characters. Guess you can tell I don't like guests. My guest is, like, level 13. I do not like guest. So overrated. I can't do it. Can we hop soon? Yeah, sure. What are we looking at? 3 hours on the dot. Yeah, when this round ends up finishing, we'll, hop on over. 75 or 76. Honestly, I can't get into guest. I've tried it so much, and I just can't. Guest is so overrated in my eyes, but I suppose that that's also to do with the fact that, like, I just don't like the way that guest functions. Everyone calls them a sentinel, but, like, let's be real. They don't do much for the team. They're very self-centered in that sense. Right, let me shuffle servers. Let's go. What can we find? It's that time of day where everyone in Europe is starting to log off, so the European servers are actually a lot more frequent now. Let's have a look. Still no, like, UK ones. 10 billion Frankfurt, but no UK for some reason. Also, I apologize, I'm still not 100% in terms of my health, so I know my voice is going a bit croaky. How do you find UK servers? I have a plugin. I just have a Roblox plugin. There we go. London. But yeah, I know my voice is really croaky right now. I just haven't quite recovered. I know I wasn't very well recently, so I will sound a little croaky still. Unfortunately, until my health starts, you know, being nice, I'm gonna sound a little croaky, but I am drinking as much juice as I can and praying. Time is ticking. No, time is not ticking. I have stopped time. I've eaten it. I'm gonna eat the clock. I'm gonna go. No worries, thanks for showing up. I hope you enjoyed. Position in line 8. Oh my goodness. Don't really want to play. No worries. That's okay. Bye-bye. Can I add on Roblox? So I have a thing where I basically don't add people on Roblox because, well, I obviously try to keep it to my friends only. Because, you know, if my friend list is full up with, like, people I don't really recognize, then it's like, eh. But there is also a limit on how many friends you can have on Roblox, and I feel like it's really unfair to add certain people and not others. Because it just doesn't feel... It just doesn't feel fair to add certain people and not others. It feels like favoritism, and I don't like that. But I've always said, like, the Discord's in the description on both platforms, and you can just send me a friend request on Discord as well. I will always accept the Discord ones because there isn't a limit. Why is there... What? What? What does that mean? Why is there why look when banana? What? You friended me when you started Forsaken videos. I did, because you were a nice person and I knew that we were gonna be friends. I usually can tell when I'm gonna get along well with a person that I meet in random servers. You can always say hi. Yeah, my joins are on for everyone. Like, you can always join up. Like, I will be on the most random games at the most random times. And if not, I'm in the Discord. I'm always on the Discord. I wish I was back when this game was new and I was bad at the game. Oh my goodness. That was ages ago. I remember, like, making those guides so long ago. I am working on, like, doing a newer, kind of, like, generic one. That's something you'll probably, catch me asking for a little bit of, feedback and stuff on in the Discord later today. Like, tonight I'll be in there. But, yeah, I've been meaning to work on a lot more in terms of content. But the Discord is the best place you're gonna find me. If you want to find me. I'm basically just yapping there 24/7. Yeah, the max friend limit you can have on Roblox is kind of stupid. But it is what it is, and unfortunately I can't really do much about it. Your daily propaganda to join the Beehive, we have more bunny images. That is true, my mum will randomly come into the Discord server and post bunny photos. It's quite funny. She just strolls up and she's like, I'm gonna post bunnies. I played Forsaken thinking I was gonna get bored and I had 22 days. Oh my god. I could never. I have one of those brains that, like, if I'm not doing 12 things at once, I will, like, just zone out. That's why I only really play, like, Forsaken when I'm recording or streaming. If I've got, like, a specific checklist that I'm doing, then fair enough. But other than that, it's usually when I'm streaming, because I get bored. I can't really stick to much of a muchness for very long. My longest ever stream was about 7 hours, and I think it nearly killed me. Oh no, it was 8. It was a Forsaken one, and I only did it because people were talking to me. I wouldn't have made it if people weren't talking in my chat all the time. But yeah, it's definitely been fun. Like, I love interacting with the chat. That's like the only reason I stream. I love talking to people. I'm a yapper at heart. I love yapping. Cool Kids like theme is such a banger. Discord username, it should be Decisions, like my Roblox username but with an S on the end. Someone took my original username. So bye, okay. No worries, thanks for showing up. Bye bye. Fluent in Japanese, yeah, that's me. Yappin', yappin', yappin'. Honestly, I just yap all day. It's my number one hobby at this point. Half 9. I probably should hop off soon, not gonna lie. I am out tomorrow, so like, I've got quite a bit of time to kind of get on with other bits and bobs. We'll do a couple more, rounds and I'll probably, like, start, like, finishing up for the night. Where'd my name come from? Bit of a weird question. V is a family nickname. V is just a nickname that I've always kind of been called. Other than that, Eucerovi. Eucero is a genus of bees. It's taxonomy. If you've ever studied science, then taxonomy is where my my username comes from, funnily enough. Yeah, I saw your friend request come through. When I get a chance, I'll go and make sure to accept it. But yeah, Eucerovi comes from a genus of bees. What other usernames do I have online? Bumblebee V. That's my Minecraft username. Again, same thought process. Other than that decision, it's because I can't make decisions. That sounds so stupid, but it's true. I'm really indecisive as a person. I hate making decisions, so like, it's quite fitting in an ironic kind of way. But yeah, I'll add the Discords and stuff back. Friend request I set a month ago. If it was on Discord, I'll accept it shortly. If it was on Roblox, then I accept Roblox friend requests. Favorite genre of music? I don't really have like a favorite genre. I listen to quite a lot. Same with like artists. I listen to like such a wide variety. I suppose I quite like the Crane Wives. They're quite fun. You can always kind of have like a Crane Wives song in the background. I like a bit of everything, honestly. Rina Sawayama. You know, like that sort of stuff. But I like my rock and stuff, like My Chemical Romance. I always go back to my emo music. Takes me back in time. I'm more of a super ADHD gamer 27. But Decisions works too. I mean, I'm riddled with ADHD. I think it's quite obvious, so, you know. I don't need a username to point that out. The way I talk. Time's ticking. Stop it! Stop it! All of you! Stop this. What do you mean hashtag time's ticking? Get out of here. I'm scared. Why have we got a cult going on? One of the few streamers I can listen to without getting bored. I'm so glad. Genuinely, I take that as such a compliment because, like, I try not to be boring, but, like, obviously, I can be quite, I'm just a yapper, to be honest. I yap my heart out like there's no tomorrow. But, at the same time, it's like, you know, I try not to be too loud. I think that definitely, like, works as well. That probably, like, contributes to how people can, like, listen to me. I try not to be too loud, but I'm also, like, one of those people that can just talk about anything. I'd rather eat a clock than be in a cult. Real. I think I'll stick to my, lonesome. Time's ticking. It's going backwards. Time isn't ticking, guys. Time tickn't. But yeah, I'm just here for a good yap and a good time. I just like to talk. I need to shut up. It's okay. I was just as yappy when I was a kid. My, my mother always brings it up. Don't know how she does. What is the picture in the top right? That's my bunny. She's a glutton. We were talking about how my bunnies are just evil, greedy creatures. Here, let me put a different photo in. There we go. Look at them. Look at the idiots. Don't be fooled, they're stupid. A certain someone likes to dash across the wood floors and faceplant into the wall. Because he's entirely a fluff ball. 100% fluff, 0% brain. Apparently time is ticking. So I've heard. Everyone says that time is ticking, but I don't think time is ticking. Or I would hear it. German Shepherd and a French Bulldog, hell yeah. I got 2 rabbits. Who needs a guard dog when you've got an absolutely feral rabbit? You dare to open the fridge? He's behind you. You go anywhere near the fridge, he's behind you. You go anywhere near the, like, treat box, he's in your face. I will get attacked by these rabbits if I pick up a metal tin. It's so funny. They will pounce. They'll literally, like, paw at you until you feed them. They're so greedy. Hello. French Bulldog is called Vinny and the German Shepherd is called Axel. Hell yeah. I have these two. This is Remy and Emmy. They're both idiots. I'm sleep deprived. I feel you there. Whether or not I get some sleep is a very hit or miss situation for me, I'm afraid. Woke up at 6:50. Jeez, I could never. I woke up at 1 PM. I'm still sleep deprived. It's 5 AM. Oh my god. Shout out to that one single guy who's on Twitch. There's a couple of people on the Twitch actually. I'm usually not like super popular on Twitch. I maybe only have like 1 person show up per stream. But there's actually a couple of people over there for once. But yeah, don't bark at anyone if they stay in their room. Yo, hello. Well, here we go. Is there a farm going on? Yeah, I'm starting a farm, guys. Who wants to be part of my farm? Opening applications for the farm animals. Oh, that's such a stupid idea. But yeah, these rabbits are just stupid. They will literally like... They also like to say hi by like jamming their heads into you. They'll like headbutt you with their noses. Just to say hi. Or when they want attention especially. If they don't come up to your hand and jam their head under it, are they even rabbits? They'll come up and they'll jam their head under my hand just to say, pet me, pet me. It's so funny. Where all the animals share 1 brain cell. Hell yeah. Who wants to donate a brain cell to the farm? Yeah, the server is bee themed. I like bees. The channel's bee themed too. The channel banner, at least on YouTube, is... It used to be bees in space. It still is like spacey, like bees, but it's not as blatant. But definitely is still bees in space. That's like the whole thing. Piece of ham near the dog, it'll stare at you. Oh, goodness. These two, go feral for any kind of, like... For some reason, it's specifically potato, like, chips and stuff. Like, if they'll go for, like french fries. I don't know why. Remy's addicted to, like, french fries. He tries and steals them when you come in with, like, takeout. He'll be like, oh, give me a fry. Give me a fry. He's such an evil bunny. If you think dogs barking is bad, my bunnies honk. They honk. Bunnies honk. They're quite funny. Time is ticking. No, time isn't ticking. The only thing that's ticking is the countdown to your execution. I'm taking you to the bee court. Honk. Do you also have a goose at the farm? Nope, just rabbits. They honk. They honk when they're happy. And then When they're sad, they growl. When they're angry, they growl. Bunnies growl as well. It's quite funny. They growl, and they also stomp their feet when they're angry. When they're like big mad, they stomp their feet. And they'll flick their feet out as well if they're upset with you. Have I played Zelda? I never really did get to play Zelda. I feel like I might have played a Zelda game on like a DS, but I genuinely don't remember what it was. I couldn't remember at all. Can you do a video of the bunny growling? I don't have a video of it. They don't usually growl, they don't get upset that often. But like, we have, we hear them honk a lot, especially if you get like treats and stuff. If you get treats out, then they will start like honking. They get happy. Rabbits also jump in the air when they're happy. They do like a yippee jump, it's quite funny. Jeez. Dogs are so silly. Honestly, my For You page on TikTok is like 90% rabbit videos at this point. Luigi's Mansion. No, I never really got to play much Nintendo as a kid. I grew up broke. I didn't have any of this expensive stuff. Nintendo's always been real expensive. Yeah, I never really had much like in terms of Nintendo. Nintendo was so expensive and still is actually. Nintendo is still so expensive. Time is not ticking! Stop it! Stop it! This is bunny, cats, and dogs are the same kind of pets. I mean, I suppose. Bunnies definitely are a mixture of dogs and cats in the sense that, like, obviously they're, like, litter trained and stuff, but they're also, like, super friendly and you can teach them tricks. But yeah, my life is 90% bunnies. 10% YouTube. YouTube funds toys for the bunnies. I saw a very funny TikTok actually about it was a lady and she was rage baiting the rabbit. And it was so funny. I now have to go, like, I need to buy one of those toys that she was rage baiting them with. I need one. I need that. Dog is banned from upstairs, that's crazy. Imagine being a dog that's banned from the upstairs. Uh-oh. Ow. Cross-species rage bait. It was some of those, like, you know those, like, toy things that you get for, like, pets, and they have those, like, lids on, like, top of, like, food. Like, you bury food in them and stuff. This woman, every time the rabbit would put, pick the lid off the food, she'd just put it back. It was so funny. The bunny was just getting progressively more angry. Oh, come on. That was so close. Bunny's learning to rage bait. That would be a new low, wouldn't it? Oh, God. Oh, my bones hurt. Oh, I'm pushing it now. Time's not ticking! Stop it! God damn it, you guys are something else. What time is it? 44. Probably end, like, after this round ends. Well, I'll probably, you know what, I'll do the outro while the round is going on. Needless to say, yeah. It's been a fun stream, I've enjoyed it. As I say, I'm planning on doing more of the Forsaken discussion series later on. I've been working on it. I have video 2 is halfway done. Obviously I'm aiming to get that about Sunday. I'm not home tomorrow, but you know, I do aim to get more videos out. I'm aiming to do a lot more stream stuff as well, hopefully in the future. So if I manage to get the video out before like nighttime Sunday, I should hopefully be able to do some kind of stream. So I'm not certain for sure, So it's going to be a case of keeping up. So yeah, if you guys want to keep up with all the latest in terms of content and just, you know, you want somewhere to yap, you want somewhere to have fun, we even have an info dump for all my fellow autistics out there. We have an info dump channel. Come on, twin, share your interests with me. But yeah, we have a Discord server. You can find it in the description on both platforms. It will be in the boxes with the 3 emojis on Twitch, and it will be in the actual description on the YouTube side. If you want to join, then you're more than welcome. Everyone is welcome. We've got all kinds of fun little things. We even have an info dump channel for hyperfixations and info dumps if you want to yap your heart out. But yeah, that's where I post all the latest and greatest about my content. So if you want to, you know, keep the latest, know whether or not we're going to end up streaming on Sunday, that is your best bet. I'll be in there later on talking and yapping because I got some serious video stuff to get working on. But yeah, that's going to be all from today's stream. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be live again for definite on Tuesday for Trepidation Tuesday and Friday again for Forsaken Friday. I will see you in the next one. So thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you next time. But until then, bye bye!